Ha!
Hey,
Hello.
look, it's a
Hello.
different background because I'm not in my apartment, and neither is Ryan.
I'm not.
But that's been the case. Thank you, Arden, for streaming this evening. Thank you very much to Andrew for playing with us. People will notice he's not here this evening, or last week. He will return when we start our new thing in a couple weeks. But he will. He's not going to see the end of this campaign, unfortunately. But he will be rejoining us in February for Richard's new thing, which I guess we'll start teasing more in earnest relatively soon. So we'll have a little kind of brief send-offy kind of thing for Hazard tonight, and then we're gonna get going on what I have planned for you all. Before we get going on tonight, though, who wants to recap last time? Sid, I feel like it was a lot of it was pointed toward you and toward Val, but take it if you want.
I don't what happened?
Well, who would like? Well, I feel like not a lot happened last time personally, but
Well, I mean, in terms of like, I went and did the travel thing, and I came back yesterday and just like conked out, and I don't.
Oh right, yes, yes.
We went.
Thank
we
you for
went
being here,
to-
jet lagged Sid.
We went to see Indiana Gnomes, who was
That's right.
very
we
interested
went
in
to
a
the
thing.
We did the thing, and we got the thing, and
Perfect, nailed it.
Yep,
However,
we
for-
went and did the thing and got the thing.
for reasons, he was like, "I'm not gonna help you maybe save the world unless you guys help me out." And we were like, "All right."
He just
So we
has
went
so
and did
much
that.
faith in you all that he just wants a favor in return.
And it was a magical item that I managed to get, and it was a rotting dragon tongue. And, well, I imagine that it was rotting. I wasn't told that it wasn't. It looked rotting.
It's definitely not in 100% condition. That's for sure.
Like, yeah. So we did a little bit of that, and then I think, did we teleport somewhere like immediately after?
We saw your brother.
That's right,
In
my
his
brother's
fun
second
hat?
in command. Sorry, guys, it's all coming back together. We saw
All
my
good.
brother.
You
He
have
was now
traveled a
second
lot.
in command. He was drinking booze, and he had a dope hat. And then I had to give it back to him. I just remember somebody made a comment, and Lancer took my police badge.
I was gonna say you must honestly, Sid, you must feel like Val right now because the party teleported all around. You've traveled all around over the past week or so. You're in like the perfect state to play Val right now.
Val is
why,
jet lagged.
why am I even here if I don't have the police badge? Like I can't do anything. Like
You still
No,
have the
don't make
drugs.
us lose another one. We're so close to being done.
What else? What else?
These last few episodes aren't supposed to be survival style. It's not just like me and Artem in the finale.
I was thinking it'd be like
brother
Charlie
a
and
little
Braun fighting on Mustafar. You underestimate my power, Braun.
You kind of already have that thing going on.
If anyone was going to chop like 3 of Charlie's limbs off, it would be Braun. He's got the moves to do it.
You were the chosen one.
Charlie tries to fly right over you.
My favorite of those. Have you seen the one where it's the marshmallows?
Yes.
Where it's Marshmallow Obi-Wan yelling. It's
I
Marshmallow.
didn't see that.
It's got like the colored toothpick, and he does the whole high ground bit, and the camera pans down, and the Anakin Marshmallow is on the oven burner, just melting in the flame.
I have to
So
look
it's
this up
perfect.
now.
Oh, it's so good.
What is this?
I mean, I guess search like I have the high ground marshmallow. That should be what you want.
Marshmallow Anakin should probably bring it up.
I
Let's see.
trust
I mean,
that
yeah, that
cow
too.
when he's on the gas burner. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's so good.
Is it this?
Let's see. It's probably that. And I imagine
Looks
the
amazing.
one.
Oh, I love how the next recommended video is Obi-Wan has PTSD, which is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I
so
love
good.
this video. Obi-Wan is.
And I love it's a 9-second clip. You don't need like 2 minutes of it. Just
Yeah.
that part.
That's exactly
It was
what
perfect.
it is.
The pan was perfect.
That's
Yeah.
all it needs.
Okay, so yeah, you guys you pretty much did the whole recap. Like that's what
Oh,
happened.
I'm out of risotto.
Oh no. Well, all right, episode canceled. Sid's out of risotto.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye everyone. Thanks for coming.
all right.
I was gonna shut my laptop, but I'm using a different camera and that wouldn't have worked. And I just would have closed it off from all you guys. So anyways, so yeah, like that's basically what happened. You got basically like the final magic item of the campaign too. Like at this point, you're like all totally kitted out. And the very last thing that happened was you did go see Val's brother, and you took a canoe, and you're canoeing off to the first of this
That's
other
right,
set of
going to the
temples.
Circle of Magic. That's right.
This other set of temples that at this point you're trying to reach Hellside to get the 5th chord. And if temples got you one way, you figure this other set of temples ought to get you the other way. So at first you're on your way. Let me go back to the big map for one moment here. You're on your way to the Temple of the Soil here, of course. But you're also aware of 2 other minor temples and this other major temple that is apparently near a town called Temple Shade. That June Red, who is the youngest of the Red siblings, lives there as well. So you're on your way to this first temple, and you've got a couple other places to probably check out after that. And obviously, it is up to your discretion as to how you want to go about that. So you have some options. But the very first thing that is happening is you are all rowing out. I think Charlie flew over, and I think Lancer just felt like swimming over, maybe. And I think everyone else is rowing the canoe. Some combination.
We got
of that.
the extra canoe, I think.
Oh yeah. Well,
we
you
got
wanted
It's
to
like a
hit-
few miles,
Not a
right?
pervert.
I was gonna say
Canoe
you wanted to.
Canoe number 1 was a pervert. Canoe number 2, we didn't even ask.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, honestly, top 10 Val quotes is Val going, "This canoe is a pervert." What a great sentence. So either way, you guys are rowing over there, and it's getting like sort of early evening as you row over there. So actually, the kind of sunset that's happening in this picture is probably pretty accurate. But that's where we pick up with all of you rowing over, and it's like a 2-mile row, so you've got a little bit of time to get yourselves over there.
Row, row, row your boat. Come on,
That's
sing
what
with
happened.
me.
Merrily down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. How do I know the song?
I'll be honest, I thought that my rowing days were behind me after that 20-mile road trip that we took.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
got a
here
bit
I
of
am.
teleportation whiplash. Just going all over the place, I don't even know what is a road anymore.
Since
Yeah,
since
we are
Hazard
rowing,
likes to
rowing.
gargoyle, I imagine he's like gargoyling on the tip of the front of the canoe.
He's her maiden
Very-
head.
Yep, very carefully balancing. This is awesome.
I like him being all stoic, serious, like facing forward, and just row, row, row your boat is continuously singing behind him.
We're doing it in rounds.
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Wasn't there that exact thing in Team 4-Star where Piccolo started singing along to row your
Was
boat?
it?
I think so.
Well, we've stolen their joke.
That's fine. I've been told I sound like the guy anyway, so there we go.
Lanny Bator.
Yeah, I've been told that by multiple
Oh
people. Like,
yeah,
like
I could see
Ryan.
that.
Yeah, like Ryan told me that once, and I was like, "Do you know how many times a YouTube comment has told me I sound like that guy?" And I've never watched any of it, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
I mean, he's like one of the main voices, but his default voice is very similar to yours. Every time he does like the DB Sember, I'm like, Tony?
That's great. Okay, so you row your way over, and it's yeah, like I said, get about early evening when you get there. And the temple stands before you.
What's the weather like?
It's pretty clear. It's pretty. I mean, it's probably overcast, but it's otherwise clear, right? There's no precipitation happening or anything like that. You know, it's very calm on the lake. It wasn't really a
Is it the
struggle
middle
to
of the
get
day?
yourselves over here. It's probably like early evening. like what you're seeing in the picture here is probably pretty much exactly what it would look like. Like the sun is just starting its descent.
The following is a nonprofit band.
Oh Jesus, this is an hour long of row your boat.
It sure is.
Well,
Better or
yes.
worse than Dog's song?
Oh, it's got to be worse.
Nothing's better than Dog's song.
Life is but row your boat. Row your boat.
All right.
Well,
I can't
we're
listen to that
here.
anymore. I had it on, but they keep nope. All right, sorry. Proceed.
Which temple is this that we're at right now? Temple of the Moon.
Soil. So on the
Soil.
west side of the continent. So on the west side of the continent, you had the sun, moon, and stars. On the east side, you have sands, soil, and sea. Oh, sorry. One other thing I wanted to mention. You know how I said there was like one of those inspiration points up for grabs? So I will say, basically, by the end of this episode, I'll give you all to possibly figure it out. 6 temples, figuring out kind of where, like, what that's all based on. I'll leave it up to you all by the end, because again, much like the constellations, it's a thing where if I give you one hint, you'll immediately know, because it's very like surface level. So yes, you've arrived in about the early evening.
Are there any guards or people there?
No, like the others, it's just kind of its own isolated thing. There's no tourists. It's not like chained off or anything like that. It stands, and nobody seems to have taken ownership or put any sort of guard over it or anything like that.
So
Charlie, do you want to take a little? I was going to say, Charlie, do you want to take a little invisible field trip?
Oh boy, yeah, I do. Man, Brian, I think it's the first time you ever asked me to do this.
Well, and then cut to like large shot of Ominous Temple. I just want to know what we're getting into.
I
love
Yeah,
it.
go inside.
Just the intro, just like, well, I think
Charlie
it might
is
be
going
real.
to turn invisible and start flying around.
Okay. And let's see. You have not long rested since your adventure in the keep, the Indiana Jones style adventure. So whatever spell slots you would have used for that are still used up at this point. Just be aware.
Okay.
I don't think Charlie used many, so I think you're still good, Richard. I know, because I think the only heavy thing you used was your teleport slot to get here.
I no longer have my 7 or 6 slot, but I think I have everything else right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now I just used up a level 2, but that's fine.
Yeah. Just for sake of tracking, I just want people to know.
I
Okay.
have most of mine.
I think I'm at full health too, so I think I'm okay.
You guys did patch each other up. In terms
Oh
of
wait,
health,
no, I'm not at full health.
I can, if you'd like, I have your tokens on another
Yeah.
page. I don't want to show you all yet, but if you want
Paste
to
the
know your
tokens,
health,
maybe?
I can tell you.
I mean, I assume we at least did a short rest in between encounters, so we could use some hit dice.
We could do that, yeah. Do you want me to I could just put your tokens on this page, I guess.
Yeah,
Boom.
that would help.
You want to go from
Yeah.
there? I guess I'll just for logistics sake, we don't need hazards. This is where you were all at. This is copied directly from that place, so.
Okay.
I don't think I
I'll
got
back.
any hits on me, but I did spend some whatchamacallit, superiority die.
To be superior.
I'll just copy from this same page when I take you to the place where you actually need your tokens. Okay, so Richard, you go invisible and you're flying. Are you going inside, or are you just trying to get like a scout?
No, I'm like
Like,
scoping
kind of-
the perimeter, trying to go around.
Okay. So, roll me a perception.
Oh boy, I'm good at those. Hey, that's not bad for Charlie.
Yeah. You feel pretty confident that as you are looking around, you do not see anybody outside of the temple. You don't see anybody creeping on it or guarding it or anything like that. And if you were to go, I assume Charlie probably goes up as well to get a full scan of the
Oh,
whole
for
thing.
sure. Yeah.
Um,
He's like gonna do a
so-
spiral up kind of thing.
Yeah. So there are, as you go up, you will notice there are no windows looking in. The only actual thing looking into the temple would be the actual entrance. But like I said, you feel quite confident that there's no one outside or anyone like lying in wait.
Well, guys, I can feel pretty confident this ain't a sun temple, because there's no sun getting in this building.
How did you guys get into the other temples?
We just kind of walked in.
Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do.
Was there opposition in the other temples?
I mean,
Yeah.
kind of. There was like one, and we were all like on this, like, I don't know, some kind of like elevator thing, if you could call an elevator opposition. Also darkness. Also, there was another one who was like, I bet you can't, like, you know, outrun the light, so we had to run, and it was like an obstacle course. And then another time, I don't know, we like went, but we took like this giant guy with us for absolutely no reason, because we thought something bad was going to happen, so we went out of our way for that a little bit. And ourselves, I think ourselves is some pretty good opposition, you know? Yeah.
And then the
Not
other
on,
one,
like, a
you kind of
spiritual level, but on us like a dumbassery level.
on the in the other one, you had like sort of it was like that alignment puzzle where you had to place the different tablets and have them all facing the right way.
Also puzzles, if one can consider that as opposition.
Well, I guess I can go. I can go inside and start scouting around. I'll stay invisible. I imagine I am like still invisible during this whole talk that I do.
Can I walk in too, and then if something attacks me, you can attack it first?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Actually, how long does invisibility last? I feel like it's only a minute.
I thought it was an hour.
Maybe it is, and I'm just being dumb.
I'm pretty sure it's an hour, but obviously you break it
Talk
anytime
about
you
the
do anything
network.
offensive.
Right.
So Val and Charlie are going to enter the temple.
Oh
so
yeah,
upon
it is an hour. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still invisible. Yep.
So upon entering the temple,
Oh.
you do not see much inside, like, at all. If you'll recall, in the other temples, there were like those other statues, kind of like shaped like angels.
Mm-hmm.
So in this temple, there's a statue. It's kind of like a winged devil dog looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, the entire chamber is completely empty, save for kind of a grassy floor and a single dirt patch in the middle of that floor.
Okay, so it's just like a big open space with stone walls or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
and
almost
this-
imagine, like, you know how like when you're in like a what's the thing called where you look at the stars in like a museum?
Planetarium.
Yeah. Like, so imagine that, where it's just this
Okay.
really large thing, and of course there's like the big spire to the temple, right? So it's just a really long, just kind of very long, empty tunnel, kind of extending into the sky.
So if Charlie flew up, he could just keep on going up and up and up and up the inside of the spiral.
Yeah.
And there's no light. I take it it's dark inside.
Yeah, there'd be some like light coming in from the entrance, you know, probably, but there's no light source inside.
Okay, I'll take out the eye to light the area as like I guess he would. Yeah, he can't. He's not a great scout in the dark. To be fair.
Yeah.
So
But if you
he's
just want to,
he's just gonna look like a floating beacon of light, I guess.
yeah, and we can just keep using
I'm a
your
ghost. Woo!
We can keep using your 15 if you want. As you go up, you know, you're observing the sides, of course, as they taper off until they eventually close off at the top. But like I said, so there's no windows looking out, so it's just bricks and bricks all the way up. There aren't like any symbols or anything etched into the bricks. It's just plain old brick all the way up.
All right, I'll fly back over to the rest and say, like, guys, I don't think there's anything here except for this statue.
Well, did you have to do things in all the temples before?
Yeah, there's usually some kind of puzzle.
So there's probably one here too then.
I
A
mean,
lot of the
that's
puzzles have
probably
involved
not,
like doing some kind of elemental magic on something. That's not always the puzzle, but sometimes.
Have you licked the statue yet?
I've not investigated the statue. No, you want me to go over
They
there?
said licked it.
I have not licked
Well,
the
there was
statue,
one
no.
where somebody licked something and it worked out.
Yes, your little Eve licked the mural once for that puzzle.
I can lick it.
I mean,
Maybe not.
How big is the statue compared to Charlie?
Because you know Corona.
It is, so I would say, just for scale here, there's kind of this opening where its mouth is, and that opening is about as large as one of the scrolls you've been carrying. So just, you can extrapolate the rest of the scale from that. So Charlie maybe stands at, like, up to the nose of the statue, I would guess. Going by those dimensions.
Hey, anybody got any scrolls we can put in this guy's mouth?
No.
A scroll.
Didn't we have
Oh,
some
I
other
might-
puzzle another
I
time?
might
Well,
have a thing. Hold on, let me open up my notes.
You have if you go to your handouts, you do have the infernal scrolls. Which
Soil
have
scroll.
like wands or something. I don't know.
oh yeah, you got so you have the
I
celestial
soil-
scrolls which you used on the previous set of temples, which turned into those, like, remember those rods that you plugged in, and that's what actually made the stairway to let you go to heaven. And I think you guys held on to those rods in the end because you were like, let's close this off for now. So you have those rods, but then you have these other sort of counterpart scrolls now, these infernal scrolls in your inventory.
and so far, there's only the one statue. There's really nothing else to put a scroll in that I see.
Yeah, I mean, if inserting a scroll is what you feel like you must do, but I will say the mouth is like that perfect, like, diameter. And you had in the previous temples, it was like sort of like a lectern kind of thing. Like, it was perfectly sized for you to, like, place the scroll, like, unraveled on. And this one seems like perfectly sized if you were to just, like, stick it in, like if it was in a poster tube.
What's this thing that you're posting here, Braun? What is this?
It's one of the infernal scrolls. The soil scroll.
I didn't soil my scrolls.
And we're all very proud of you, Charlie.
Thank you.
This is one of the things that we found in that temple underground, I believe. Might have some clue as to what we need to do here.
So we have to bury something.
Hazard, you have always been a great friend to me. I
Wait, no.
I stabbed Hazard and buried him.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, we wrote you off. You got stabbed and buried.
Oh God, Charlie, no!
It's okay, Braun. This is my arc. This is where I go evil.
It's just like slits.
You were the
Hazard's
chosen
throat.
one.
Hazard stands oddly silent, like, okay, I guess this is what's happening.
Jesus.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
See if I can get a ping on anything in here.
You absolutely will. Let me see here. So last time you definitely got, remember you pinged and you definitely got magic off of the other statues, off of the angel ones. So here is what you get. So the statue is going to light up. And the statue is going to ping transmutation. And yes, transmutation. The dirt patch is going to light up as both transmutation and conjuration.
Well, that's some magic dirt we got right there. What do you think it means by bury that which you hold dear?
Well, we have to bury something we really like.
I do really like Hazard, though.
Me too.
Guys, I'd prefer you don't bury me.
I don't want to bury him, but if it's necessary, you know, for the greater good.
All right. I'll bury my most prized possession. Braun's going to reach into his back and pull out
Your wedding ring?
the bag of flour.
Oh.
No,
Braun,
Braun, you can't.
Braun, I
Has
kind
to.
of see you I kind of see you clutching that wedding ring sometimes when you think no one's watching.
Listen, I just found her again. I'm not throwing her in the dirt.
Why you don't want to be in the weird robot doghouse?
I made it this far, guys. Come on. What, am I
What
the
is
only one
something-
with treasured things?
You actually might be.
Why don't you bury that violin?
No, it is like, I mean, no.
I
Okay.
could bury my cone of cold.
Just
Hold
magic
on, let
the
me
ground.
read through my thing.
All right.
No,
I
well,
have
he has a
something
wand
I
of
can
cone of
bury.
cold.
Hold on.
Lancer's gonna take off his sash, which
You
is
know
like
what? I could have buried my police badge, but somebody took that. So
The sash is the it lets you free action rage once a day, I think.
yes. And I believe the fluff was that it was a banner from when he was at war. It was like the thing that his
Yeah, it sounds about right.
compatriots gave him and stuff. He's like, this means a lot to me. I swear to God, if I don't get this back, I'm going to destroy the statue. And he buries it in the dirt.
Okay. You do that, and presently nothing happens.
I have my new pajamas that vendor gave me. Or I have not drugs. Also,
I will
have
say-
the sauce and the dry rub from when we went to that meat market guy.
I will say, as Artemis, as Lancer is burying the sash, as you're burying it and you're digging up, you kind of find that, oh, that's interesting. There's almost like exactly enough soil to bury this one item. Like you couldn't shove more in there. Like there's exactly enough soil to bury the thing you have chosen to bury.
Huh. That's really weird. It's like really shallow, but just enough for that, I guess.
Do I sense anything else with the detect magic going?
I'll say this, not to like backtrack it. I would say that we can say that like once Lancer buried his sash, that's when you would have detected evocation. Or excuse me, not evocation. That's when you would have detected. That's when you would have detected conjuration and not just transmutation. Like maybe that flashes a little more strongly for you now that that's buried in there.
Do I sense that anything's grown there or anything like that?
No.
Or does it need water or something?
I mean, you could roll some more checks here. You could take a look at the scroll, whatever it is. There's other things you can do to narrow this down.
Fine. I get my fucking violin and I start to put it in the ground.
You find that there's not enough dirt for you to bury it. There was only enough dirt to bury the sash.
Well, good luck, Lancer, with getting that thing back because there's not enough dirt in the ground.
Maybe we just have to bury something small.
Everyone looks at Charlie.
What? No,
All right, guys, and I will take the role of hazard now.
Is the sash still there? Like if he looks through?
Oh yeah. If
Oh, okay.
if you want to remove it, it is there.
Yeah, he's gonna take it back. He's like, I guess this wasn't the answer. And he like
shake the
shakes
dirt
off
off.
the dirt. God damn it, it's so dirty now.
What happens if I roll up the scroll of soil and put it in the guard dog's mouth?
It fits perfectly, but nothing
Does it
shifts
change-
or nothing shifts or changes or anything like that. Like maybe I would say this. Maybe like the teeth of the statue, like clamp on it just a little bit, like to hold it in place.
But nothing special happens.
No. So if you'll recall last time, basically anytime you would like put a scroll where it belonged, you did the thing, and then the scroll itself became the rod that you needed.
Got it. Okay, well, I'll take that back then. Could I roll something for what it means by a single seed of great power?
Yeah, let's let's call that a wisdom check. Just like a flat.
Hazard have beans?
Hazard does have beans. Hazard has beans. Yeah, Hazard has beans.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I would give you that 20 is pretty good. I would say, yeah, it seems like the scroll is telling you to plant something, and the power line, from what you're reading, seems to imply that you should bury something magical.
Okay. Was that scarf of yours magical, Lancer?
I mean, yeah, it is.
I feel like if
Well,
I
if we
bury
have to
this
put-
magic bean, we're just going to be activating said magic bean and not necessarily solving the puzzle.
Do you think we
What if
have
we?
to
What
like
if we
bury something that's more powerful than this?
But wait, you said that there
Maybe.
wasn't enough dirt to like put more in. So are you saying like it's
Well, there wasn't
adjusting
enough
to the
dirt when-
We'd have
level
to
of
take-
dirt?
When Artem went to bury his sash, there was exactly enough dirt to bury the sash. That's all I will say for now.
Now that I've taken the sash out, can someone bury something else?
Guys, I got something really magical and doesn't take up a lot of space. A dream
Is
cord.
your- I mean,
We can use this dream cord, so that way we can go all the way into hell to get a dream cord.
No, Charlie. Then we'll need to go get another dream cord.
You're right.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. Let's not mess with that.
you're right.
Hmm. So we have to bear something magical, something that we hold dear. Well,
I mean, the only thing I have is the violin. Take the scarf out and I'll put the violin in there.
no, it's fine. And can Braun take off the Gauntlet of Redemption?
You can. Yeah, I mean, it comes. Yeah, it was never like permanently affixed.
Maybe it was my headcanon that it was stuck on his hand or something.
I mean, if that's
But
your
he's
headcanon,
going
we can
to-
roll with it, but I never
If
said
that's-
it had to be.
If that's your headcanon, is there just a rank smell now?
Oh, it made
like when you get
Chalice
a
very
clasp taken
uncomfortable.
off.
No, Brown's gonna pop that off, and he's gonna like, oh my god, I feel like I haven't. No, this is. Does anyone have hand sanitizer?
I can press the digitize your hands.
You want to
Like-
bury the hand sanitizer? That is too valuable, Braun. We need it.
Next, you'll be suggesting toilet paper. Like, who are you?
This is something I hold dear. Great power, and it kindled my faith. So I feel like if this doesn't check all the boxes, then I don't know what will. And Brown's gonna take the open end of the gauntlet and just kind of scoop a little spot, and then
Okay.
put it in there and bury it over.
And you find as you do that there's just enough dirt to bury the gauntlet.
Huh.
Uh,
As if the volume changed from when Lancer tried to bury his sash.
does it have holy
This is
water?
a magical dirt here. So there is enough to bury Hazard.
But I will
Hazard
reach
has a
into my
magical
flask
personality.
and pour some bourbon on it. Maybe
Okay.
that'll count.
You do that. Hazard's going to be looking at the scroll since it's no longer plugged in the statue and just point out, well, wait a minute. What's the last sentence mean?
Growth is by faith, not by sight.
We can't look at it, guys. We gotta look away. We just have to close our eyes and believe and pray. Let's get on our knees.
I do not get on my knees, but I do turn away.
Does everyone
Ronald
do that?
closes his eyes.
Okay,
guess so,
everyone
yeah.
either turns away or closes. Okay, you do that, and you feel like You do suddenly feel kind of like almost like an atmospheric shift in the room, like something else is taking up space. And when you open your eyes, that big, giant... wait, hold on. Where's the scroll? Did you put it back in the thing's mouth first?
No, I assume it's been in the mouth the whole time.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, with the scroll not in the mouth, nothing happens.
Okay, go
Put
in
it back
mouth.
in.
Okay. You put it in the mouth and you close your eyes and or turn around. And as you're doing that, you feel like I said, sort of like a shift in the room, like something else. You feel like something else has entered the space with you. And when you open your eyes, that big giant tower is now filled with... Oh, what happened? Where'd it go?
Rocks.
Rocks fall,
yes.
everyone dies.
Deck save.
Is now filled with... Wait, what is happening? Oh, shoot. How did that happen? I deleted the thing under the thing I was revealing, and not
Nope.
the thing that was covering it.
Nothing's here. We can move on.
Hold on a second.
All right, guys, let's go.
Sorry, one moment. Oh, and of course, I have a million things called this. Okay. When you open your eyes, the whole big tower is filled with this big, sprawling tree coming out of that one little dirt patch, and it grows up, and it is filling the entirety of the tower.
Oh.
And in the statue's mouth, where the scroll was, is now this greenish, brownish looking rod.
Why does it look like it has a jalapeno on the end?
They all have that look. It's the rods from Link to the Past, I think, that I just recolored. So yeah, that in place of the scroll, the statue is now holding that in its mouth. And yeah, this big old tree fills the whole place.
Are there fruit on the tree?
Nope.
Is that it? Do we have what we need?
I guess. Can we take the rod?
If you pull it out, it will slide right out.
Wait, so you actually
happens
got
to
rid
the-
of a magical item in order to get this magical item instead?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Am I able to get my gauntlet back or
Nope.
no?
You should have
what
let
it
me
is.
bury the violin.
Could have been the scarf. Oh well.
So I think the glove itself, it turns a miss into a hit, right? That's the only thing it actually did.
I mean, it's his spellcasting focus.
Oh.
All right. Well, we'll have to figure something else out with that.
I'd say you could have mine because I don't really need it, but I absolutely need mine. I'm sorry.
It's kind of like the major flavor of Braun's character too.
That's what you buried.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I load
here's
an
a
old-
rod.
I load an old save file then.
He's gonna give the rod to Braun as if that makes any difference.
Thanks, I guess.
I mean, you
All
know,
right, well,
Would you like my old flute?
all of these suggestions would have been good before I buried that in there.
Well, the
I
flute
like how
wasn't
everyone just turned to me
magical.
when we got here.
The flute was not magical, but also I did offer up the violin, and I was told that there wasn't enough dirt. So, I tried mostly.
Shall we move on to the next one then?
yeah.
I just put a arm on Hazard or on Braun. I'm sorry, Braun. We'll get you a new one.
Sure.
Somewhere.
So when you step outside, standing by the canoe, I guess I can get rid of all your No, I need your tokens for later. I'll just put them up here. You step outside, and standing by the canoe is another familiar face that you saw back when you're in the Flying City.
I cast Disrupt.
Mojang guy, what are you doing here?
Yep, and Primus is going to look over, and I didn't check on a good voice earlier, so I don't know. Let's see. We're going to have to find out together what sounds good. This one's magic. No, I don't think he should sing. What about this one? Okay, well, that's good enough, I guess. for a robot. And you all exit, and he kind of looks at you all as you enter, and he'll slowly approach. It is my understanding that you have stolen something out from under my watch.
What?
We keep a special item in our library that is no longer there. Only one thing has changed, and that was your visit to our city.
The library books?
No, something with more power. And he'll turn specifically toward Charlie. Something very valuable.
Yeah, that's my bad. I did do that. I was honestly wondering, how long it's gonna take you guys to find out. I'm very sorry. If I just give it to you right now, will you please not punish me and go away?
I may not punish you, but somebody will need to stand and attest to this.
Oh, in that case, yeah, it was Hazard. He's the one who did it. He's a sneaky guy, mask. That's his thing.
Wow, just throwing him under the bus like that, huh?
Charlie, we did not raise you this way.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. Wait, but do I have to come like right now?
Primus will look at him. I could summon you in the next few days if that were more convenient.
Wait, if you're allowing us to summon in the next couple days, can we just hold on to it for a couple of days?
Yeah.
And then we'll give it back.
No, it must be returned. However, your court date may be postponed.
Well, Charlie, looks like you're going to learn about the hand of the law. Brown's going to put a hand on his back and be like, we'll get you another one.
If it is any consolation, I am sure you're on a path to finding another one very soon.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
kind of
you
why
could
we're
let's keep it
here.
for another week.
I could, but I will not.
All right, just take the thing.
Thank you.
But I want this. If I'm going to court, I want it on the record that I gave it up immediately and without fuss.
Noted. That is exactly what happened.
Good.
And then Primus will hold the dream cord, and you'll hear it sounds like a bunch of motors starting and engines churning, and he'll basically be just kind of powering up, and then in a flash, he will disappear as quickly as he came.
Well, great. Now we got to get 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more. Right? What a bummer.
Well, we better get on that then. What else can this day throw at us?
It's
Why
getting
would
to
you
be
say
like
that?
Don't say it like that.
it's getting to be near evening time at this point, at least. It's any consolation. So you are. Did I move you guys on the big map? I did. Okay. So you're here at this tower, and you've got some other ones where you could go from here. You also do have to technically return the canoe to Val's brother, like you said you would.
I will do no such thing. He has to deal with the consequences of his decisions.
So
Yes.
you can figure out where to next.
We could also just sleep it off and figure this thing out in the morning.
No, I think we should just keep plowing through. Where's the other one?
How far away are the other ones?
I wrote that down.
The next one is 11 miles.
Yeah, so if you were to go directly to where is it? I wrote down why did I say it was a I might have written down incorrect times here. It is, let's see. So you're here. So it's about so it'd be a full day to get down to this one of the Temple of the Sands. It would be a little over half a day to get to Temple Shade End and the Temple of Descendants, or a little over a full day to reach the Temple of the Sea over there. Like I said, at the moment it is evening, and you are on a borrowed sea vessel.
How dark is it currently?
It's definitely getting darker. I would say it's not like there's still some daylight left, but the sun is pretty quickly going down.
Could we make it back to what is it, Feather Nest?
Yes, yeah. I say you could definitely get back there.
So we get back there, turn in the canoe, call it a night there, and then we'll start out in the morning tomorrow.
He doesn't need the canoe. It's fine.
It's your brother.
Completely fine.
Cut to
We should have buried
him being chewed out by the first in command. Him being chewed out by his boss. What do you mean you didn't get the canoe back? Well, you want to get demoted again? You want to go to, bucket duty?
Not bucket
Well,
duty.
I mean, like, really, we are the heroes of freaking the world. Like a canoe. Fine, let's return the canoe.
You return
Wait.
it and
I would like to try something. Do we have time for a short or long rest or something?
you're getting close to long
If-
rest, yeah.
Could Charlie try to... He doesn't actually have this ability, but I'm asking, could I try?
Okay.
To carve out part of the canoe into a magic focus for Braun? Like, could he try... Is there some kind of role that he could try to do to make a focus for Braun?
What would a carving check be?
I don't know.
I
In
have
general,
wood
it's like a
carver's tools.
making a... It's kind of like a making a magic item thing. A spell focus is not a very, powerful thing. They're,
Yeah.
all over the place,
Well, I
I
was
think.
gonna say it doesn't have to be imbued with anything. It could literally just be like a branch off the ground, right?
Yeah.
Very
I'm just trying to think of something of some significance to use. He could spend he's got a level 5 spell slot. Is there anything he can do to make a focus for him? Some classes even have a thing for making a focus. I don't know if sorcerers do though.
I mean, I would say if you would spend the evening doing that before you take your long rest, I see no reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. Because the spell focus itself is not a magical item. It's just what you channel the magic through.
Could he
Instead
try
of-
to find? Could he try to find some twine or something to make a ring out of wood or something? Then he could use the ring as a focus. It's well, it's not a gauntlet, but you still wear it on your hand.
Instead of carving something, why don't you... Because you all have dream catchers, Braun carved dream catcher medallions for everyone.
He did.
When they
Oh,
decided
yeah.
to take the dream catchers. So you could imbue that with magic, and it could be his own holy symbol.
That's cool.
Especially since it's,
Yeah,
both of
Charlie
you.
would like to do that, and he's willing to spend a level 5 spell slot while he's resting to do it.
Yeah, I don't think it would cost you the slot, but if you spent the evening doing that, kind of ritual style, I think you could totally do that.
Mhm. All right, that's what Charlie's going to do, and even though it was Ryan's idea, it's going to be a total surprise to Braun.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah, so we take you guys. You do return the canoe as you said you would. You get back to the town, and there's Val's brother in the fancy hat again. Last time he was drinking a beer up against fence. This time he's chatting up some Eric Cocker girl. And as you get closer, he's like, "Oh, you have to go. It's my sister." And the Eric Cocker girl quickly awkwardly flies away. Welcome back. Thank you for bringing back the canoe.
I almost didn't. They were like, we really need to bring this canoe back to your brother, and I was almost like, sucks to suck, nerd.
I would have gotten super chewed out if you hadn't brought it back, so thank
Yeah,
you.
I
It would
know.
look really bad on the second of command.
Well,
I can't get the canoe back from my own sister, then what am I even doing?
tell them we're
that makes
heroes
sense.
and we're saving the world.
Yeah. Alright, well thank you. Do you need where to next? It's late. Do you need a place to stay or something?
Nah, we don't need a place. Do we need a place to stay?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. I have decided. Yes.
Okay, well, there are definitely some extra barracks or extra beds in the barracks you can use. Just tell them I sent you and she'll be fine. I'm gonna get this canoe back, and then I have to catch up with Becky. It's spelled like beak though, cause she is an Arakakra. Get it?
I mean, do you, man? I'm not here to stop your vibe or whatever the kids say these days.
I mean, sometimes sisters do that. I just wanna. Okay.
I mean, if
Anyways.
you want me to do that, I'll take the boat
No,
back
don't.
and I'll
No,
bring it back
no,
again.
no, no, no! Don't do that. Don't.
That's what I thought. Go catch up with your girlfriend.
Okay, thank you. She's not my girlfriend. It's not
Not
that
yet.
serious. No, it's just no. I don't need to tell you what it is.
Well, okay, but it's your girlfriend. Fine.
Okay, shut up. Bye.
Okay, bye. I'm not talking to your girlfriend.
He'll go off after her.
Totally.
So Val, do you think you can send that girl,
I mean, yeah.
Becky or Beaky, whatever her name is?
Beaky? Yeah, I can totally talk to Beaky. I saw her, didn't I? And now I got her name.
You can, right?
I mean, technically, yeah.
That satisfies Death Note rules, so I figured that works.
Satisfied Death Note rules. Solid logic.
It kind of does operate on that. And remember that homebrew item that was basically the Death Note, but it was like for message contacts.
I mean, you know.
Are you planning on sending to her?
I mean, I'm gonna give her like 5 minutes until they've caught back up with each other again, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, girl, you intending on dating my brother?"
The response you get back is like,
date's a strong word. He's just one of my Johns.
What is he not? Another third level spell slot. Is he not good enough for you?
His coin is great. I just,
Oh.
you gotta make the money, all the money you can, right?
Well, fuck me. Here's another third level spell slot. That was fast. To my brother. Hey, buddy, she's using you for your money. Make her pay for dinner or something at least, okay? Bye.
the response you get is, I wouldn't say she's using me for money. It's more like I'm paying her for services.
I'm not wasting any more spells on that. Good day.
Scene.
There any other happenings people want to do in the evening?
Sorry, I think I spaced like right at the last moment of when we were at the temple. What did we get from the temple, and what are we supposed to be doing next? Right,
So
we got the rod. Okay, right.
Yeah. And so the last time you used 3 rods to get to heaven, this time you will ostensibly use 3 to get to hell.
Yes.
Okay, and we have 1 of the 3 now.
Yep.
And we have an idea where we need to go next, or are we
Exactly
trying
where
to
you need to
figure
go
out the
next.
clue?
Nope. They're on your map.
Okay.
Take you back to
Sorry,
the big map. No, it's cool. So if I take you back to the big map, yeah, so you're in Feathernest presently. But yeah, so there's kind of the big temple here, and there's the smaller ones here to still visit.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
So we have 2 more rods to get and 3 temples. So one of. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we found 1 in one of the smaller temples. Why don't we go to 2 other small temples?
Well, especially because apparently
That'd
the
be
scrolls
smart.
you have are sand and sea.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So any other plans for the evening before you all get your long rest in?
Oh my god, I can send to brother again and be like, don't be a fool, wrap your tool. I think I will.
Okay.
4th level! Hey buddy, friendly reminder. Prevent unwanted pregnancy, like, put the thing on your thing, you know?
The response you get back is, no, this is the worst possible time, not now.
I should go again and totally just... Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna go again. Another 4th level. Hey, remember that time where, like, you walked in on Mom naked? That was super weird, right? That was so strange. Mom naked. Ooh.
Make her alignment evil.
The response, you just get back a really long sigh. Mission accomplished. At least I was able to get some of the gold back.
Gross.
Another 4th level spell slot, this time to Spitter, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, boo." That's it. And then
you know what you get, but you're gonna get a response back this time,
oh shit,
and it just
He's
says the
pooping.
response back is just, "Hey."
you guys, he totally likes me. We're going to send one to Braun Hamstrung after I'm away from him and be like, Braun, why did you bury? No, wait. I want to pretend to be his god.
I forgot we were doing this.
Why did you bury that totally stellar focus that I gave to you, man? Like, bruh. Because that's how his
That's not how-
god sounds. That's exactly how he sounds.
That's not how Torm sounds. But a pretty good impression. It occurred to me that I buried the symbol of my god, and honestly, I'm kind of okay with it now.
And suddenly, you both are going to hear a voice in your head. Like he sends his speech, but you still both get one back. And wait, now I have to find a good one for. Well, whatever. I guess we're just doing this one again. So you both hear in your head, just like,
It's cool, man. I get it. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you're still A-okay in my book. And hey, you got 2 hands, right? You buried one glove, but you still got 2 hands. Just keep that in mind.
The heck does that mean?
That was weird.
It means that if you don't watch it, you're gonna lose your hand.
I mean, maybe. We're going to go another 5th level spell slot. Because we're just burning through them at this point, am I right? And I'm going to be like, Braun, why did you leave me alone here in the, flying city? I'm a robot! Why?
Val
Just like that.
She's become such a troll.
And
Go
then
into Val's room
6th
and throw the
level,
bag
I'm
of flour on
gonna send one to Lancer. Just gonna very politely. I really don't appreciate you taking away my my lawful powers with the badge, sir. Good day. Have a good night. I want that back. Thank you. And then final spell slot for the evening. Wrapping
I
up
like
at
to
level
think
7.
that since she's doing these all in rapid succession, she's just gonna get it all back at the same time, overlapping.
What's a good one? Who else should I?
Valison, please hold.
Please hold.
Charlie doesn't get one.
You might get one. Actually, yeah. All right, 7th level to Charlie.
7th level
Yes,
trolling.
Charlie, we have come to realize that you stole 8 million other things from our library, and we need you to come here for reasons.
I send back, okay, I'll teleport to you in the morning.
Oh shit! I go knock on Charlie's door. Don't do that. That was me. Don't do that. Good night.
Aha! I thought it was you!
You got me!
You don't have the voice filter. It was a good impression, but you didn't have the voice filter. So then I turned the tables and I got you.
Oh, how the turntables have turned. I need the voice filter, which every bard has, except for me, because I'm a bad bard. I bet
The-
Lancer has one.
The shoe is now on the other table, which is turned.
Which is turning! Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Good night. And run away.
All right,
Good
so
night.
everybody gets their long rest. You're all long rested. The night passes without incident. However, in the morning when you wake up, there are only 4 of you, and Hazard is nowhere to be found. However, well, that's what I didn't look, and that's when Sid walked away. I will repeat myself in a moment. Sid, I said the night passes without incident, and everybody gets their long rest in. However, when you wake up, Hazard is gone, and it is just the 4 of you. But
I did not anticipate this turn of events at all. Oh no!
but there
Oh,
are
I didn't
two.
know the Modrins got him.
But there are two parchments stuck to the wall. And let me just type up the first one real quick here.
Oh no!
I should have
hit
typed this
long
up
rest,
before,
and
so I
then
don't
it
have
was
to
like, you
do it
want to
right
start
now.
a new forum post? And I was like, absolutely fucking not. Guys, it feels good to have all my spell slots back. I was really worried we were gonna go fight something, and I
So
only
who,
have level 2 and lower.
So there's two notes on the wall. Who peels off which one? I'll say there's like one on the left, one on the right.
I'll peel off
I guess it
Right.
depends on who's the one who goes into his room.
Well, it's you're sleeping in the barracks, so you're all just kind of in a row. You know, it's not really private rooms,
Oh.
which makes
Oh, so
which makes Val's trolling all the more obvious.
We all just look over at her in the middle of the night.
I don't know what any of you are talking about.
So she could just be pretending to be sleeping during all of it, I think.
That's true. All right, so who's grabbing note A? Who's grabbing note B?
I will.
Note B.
Okay, so Charlie grabs note A. So Charlie, this is the note you grab if you want to read it.
Spit us out. Taking care of it. Don't wait up. Modrons will find me when they need me.
My boo is loose, you guys!
How did he know?
That's a solid question, actually.
How did he know?
Maybe he had spider senses or something.
I'm really intelligent.
Oh no, he got
Alright,
the same
what do you
disease
wanna
as
say?
Van. He's all old now.
Braun, the one you pick up. Sorry, one moment. I should have typed these out in advance, but just being slightly winged. There you go. That's on the one that you pick up.
Hey, pal, don't worry about the gauntlet. Use any glove for now, and I'll figure something out. Lightning bolt. Oh my god, who signs with a lightning bolt? I know who signs like that. Torm. Well,
Or like my little brother when he was in like elementary school. Or that one wizard guy, maybe.
well, I have this other glove that was what I used to wear before I got this gauntlet. So I guess I put that on.
You put it on, and if you want to do like a test cantrip, it totally works.
Oh, great. Good
Then
to
you
know.
hear
Does
still small voice in your head.
Powers from you, not from the glove, my dude.
Oh. Well. I mean, I bet those rubies and gems on it were still worth something. So now. In any
Should go
case,
burn-
shall we ship
Oh,
off?
never mind. I was going to say we should go back to the temple and like rip up the tree and like try to get the gems, but here we are. Yeah, let's go to the next one. I suppose.
Where are we headed?
To that place there.
Did you ping something?
We
I didn't
have-
see it.
No, the
Oh,
one
there you
that's
go.
like 11 miles away, right?
Well, from where you are now, it's about a day away.
Okay, well, the one that's about a day away, right?
It's pretty much all of them.
Yeah, they're all pretty far.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we could-
town and the Sands one are almost equidistant from where you are now.
Well, I could just teleport us, and then, I mean, chances are I won't need a level 7 slot. So,
Well, you haven't been to any of these
well,
places. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but I mean, I got a lot of other spell slots, so... I mean, I don't know. I'm a little confused as to how much time crunch we're on right now. It seems like time is of the essence, is what we were saying, right? Like, Braun's kid is in trouble. We're trying to get him as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So I think we should teleport.
You could overshoot us into the ocean, correct? If you
Oh, right. Right, well, it's not that far of a distance, but yeah, it's close enough to the water that I could still overshoot us to a.
So it's 27 miles. That's what, a day of travel?
Yeah. So if you set
Remember
out in the
that
morning,
time
you'll
we
get there like the
27
next morning.
miles, and Tao was like, "Here's some horses." Remember
Yeah.
that? That's
Well,
what he wants.
Hold
Can
on,
we get
can we
horses?
figure out a plan of if we got into the water, what we could do to like survive it, and then just like paddle back in? Because there's a chance that we could get there earlier. Like, Bronze Kid is in trouble. I feel like the heroic thing for us to do is to try to get there as fast as possible, right? Like that's so if we have a chance at teleporting there, I think that we should. And then
That'd be
if we could
great,
just figure out a
actually.
way to survive the water, then then even if that happens, then we can still,
Well,
sail our way over there or whatever.
how far do you think you would overshoot if you did?
It's all based off of percentages of how far out, so I mean, we could be over a mile. How many miles is it between here and there?
About
27.
25. 25, 27, whatever. So let's see here.
Yeah, so we could be miles out to sea potentially.
Well, so
Correct.
actually, how far is the overshoot? Because it's still like 3-4 miles to the coast.
It's a percentage, so it could be like 85% if things went terrible. So we could
Oh.
theoretically be like,
You could be.
We could end up
so
being, like,
it's
10 miles out to sea.
Absolute worst case scenario is you could wind up 25 miles south in the sea.
That I don't think
In
we
which
would
case
be
we'd
able
be
to.
dead.
Yeah, no one could swim 25 miles.
no. I was just trying to think of, did we have any other magical abilities or some way to counteract that? But if we don't, then we don't. I just thought it was at least worth trying,
I
because
think I have plant growth on my violin, but I can't find the picture because we totally had to like redo everything on my computer recently. So
It should be in your handouts.
well,
we never got a foldable boat or anything. Man, I miss portable boats.
You know, it's funny you say that. Keep that in mind for later in this episode. Here, Sid.
now I have too many windows open. Yeah, I have. Oh, nope, that doesn't help with anything really.
I mean, I can fly, and I could cast fly on 2 other people, but that still leaves one of us.
Well, but how
Can
long
anybody
does it
else
last?
fly? Oh, right, yeah, that's still... Fly
I can
probably
make
only lasts like an
somebody
hour.
experience their
Yeah.
absolute worst nightmare instead of drowning.
What if we just got some
That sounds
horses?
good.
I mean, what if we just got some horses for Val and Braun? Because I can travel faster than you guys can.
I'd be open to that.
Yeah.
I also have the police badge. No.
And that should.
And I
cut
could
us-
just ride on Lance's back.
Yeah, that was the implication. I mean, so that would cut us down from a full day to a half a day. Because horses can travel basically twice as fast.
We could
Okay.
ask my brother if we could borrow some horses if they have horses here, unless they're like, we hate centaurs so much we also don't have horses.
Well, considering there's a truce now, maybe they'll think differently.
Yeah, let's go ask. Or I guess I could send to my brother. I don't know.
I mean, we could probably find him.
Let's. Yeah, he's here. Let's just go talk
I
to
step outside and just start shrieking his name.
him. I'll use the old-fashioned sending.
Eventually, he runs out. You know, he's still putting his hat on because he's just woken up. What? What do you want? You already interrupt me trying to become a man, and now you yell at me in the morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Shut up! It's not. What do you want?
Need like 4 horses. Actually, I mean 2, but horses.
First, you want the canoe. Now you want the horses. What do you want next? A dragon?
Like,
Actually, you have one of
I mean,
those.
if you have an airship would be great.
I don't have that.
airship would be super solid.
I don't
My
have
boy.
that. You've
No
taken the
question.
canoe, and this one, he's pointing to his sister, and this one took my pride.
What are you talking
Did you
about?
have
Why
any
would
to
you have
begin
that?
with?
I did until last
Charlie,
evening.
that's not nice. But good
Zing,
one.
though.
High five.
Zing.
What? take the horses and go because you're being a real pain in my butt right now.
I'm just trying to save the world.
The stables
Like
are there.
one day-
Shut up. And he's
One
just
day
gonna
at
go.
a time. Just
He's
trying
gonna
to
angrily
save the world.
walk inside. Trying to be a man. You.
Remember that time when you like puked all over your lap that time when you were sick and a little? Remember the puke? All right, have a good day.
Puke.
The puke. I don't know.
So, yeah,
I don't know how this accent works. I'm just along for the ride.
I don't know. Last time you used what was it? Puke,
Puke.
which I hated.
It's not poop, or I mean, it could be poop, but there's still a little bit of a Y in there, and I don't know why.
So, anyways, he indicates the stables, and he's like, "Just take one and get out of here."
I'm gonna take 2 and get out of here, bugaboo. Gonna go get my horses.
Yeah, you definitely you do that. You get yourself horses.
I'm gonna give Braun the small one.
That's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I never actually moved you guys onto the page when I showed Val's brother. Sorry. Okay, so you're just gonna ride straight south to the other temple. That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay. So you get there, and about
Val,
half
are you
of-
sure that your horse isn't larger than mine? I swear that is. It's got like a good 6 inches.
Val, like the 5-foot wonder, is riding a damn Clydesdale.
I think mine's a donkey, to be honest. It's much slower than everyone else.
No, it's absolutely fine, Braun.
All right.
this
It's
is
fine.
this is kind of the terrain, kind of what it's like as you ride down.
Oh, I'm
I've
so
met-
glad we had horses. That would be a bitch on foot.
Yeah, I mentioned like the western side of the western side of the continent is like the much more like dunes and that sort of desert, and then like the southwestern is like the really like cracked dry part, whereas the eastern side is much more this kind of like, you know, desert or almost prairie like instead.
It's
Um,
kind of like home, but a little bit different.
That looks like LA.
It's too green to be LA.
It's true.
It's too authentic.
LA
in
is freaking brown as crap.
Yeah. Okay, so so with horses, it's only gonna take you about half a day to get there. Good move, everybody. So you get there, and as you ride up this temple, you know, there's, I don't know, one of you for scale. There's Braun for scale in desert gear. As you start to roll up on it, you notice, like, as you come up on the horizon, like, the last one was a big old tower. This one is, well, it's kind of like crumbling. It's in bad shape, and as you get closer, you see, like, yeah, this one is totally like, if it was a tower before, it's definitely been like ruined by the sands at this point.
Wow, this thing looks like thousands of years old.
Good call.
What'd you get?
I got fire in preparation for hell.
So did Sid.
Oh shit!
Oh, so like in the night
Wow.
before, we're looking at the moon, and it's like all like fire. We're like, oh,
Yes.
Do you have to re-roll it every time, or do you choose
No, it's
to
a choice.
re-roll it?
They've been trying to get.
Oh,
more.
nice. So yeah, you keep
Some
that shit.
rolls.
yo,
I should keep mine, right?
What do you got?
I have radiant,
Radiant?
on my great axe right now.
You
Well, that's
got it. You
I
got it right
had
the first
radiant,
time.
And I was
Alright.
almost
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You had necrotic
Or I guess
resistance
that's the
for a
damage
while.
that I'm taking.
Oh wait, if
Armor,
we're going to
fire.
hell, radiant's gonna be good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be really
But
good.
For, for armor, I mean, it.
Oh yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah.
not.
I didn't realize you guys would. I was like, fire. In my head, I'm like, but that's the opposite of what
Yours is added damage. Theirs is resistance. Yeah.
Okay.
Resistance.
In your head, you're like, fire bad.
Good for you, but
No, it's for armor.
Okay,
Trying to live
okay.
this bitch.
yeah,
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
because I had radiant. I was like, cool, I'm resistant to radiant. We're going to hell.
I mean, you were in heaven, so.
That's true. They were all dicks. That could have turned any minute.
No, they weren't. The Smurfs were
Well-
perfectly nice.
Yeah, I can sense it.
On the inside, though.
So eventually you come up to this tower that is obviously very different compared to the one you just left. This one is totally in ruins.
Hmm.
I think we're
I'll
too
go
late.
in. All right, let's see how this thing works, and I'll ritual cast detect magic. See if it still works.
Detect magic is within 30 feet,
Yes.
so nothing is going to be pinging for you, unfortunately, with that.
I'll just kind of do a walkabout.
Okay.
You want me to do what I did with the last temple? Just turn invisible, fly around?
Yeah. It hasn't.
All right.
It's not broken.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, ain't gonna change it. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm specifically looking for anything that's puzzle-like, anything that has odd shapes in it, or anything like that.
Sure. So
any
Braun,
runes
as
or
you're
anything.
like surveying with your glove, nothing is pinging for you.
Maybe it's because your glove is broken because you actually buried the magical one.
I'm gonna try and shoot a sacred fire over the hillside.
Oh,
Does it
just
work?
to
Because it's
just to
all been
test out your
placebo
fire.
effect.
Yeah,
A
it
sacred
works.
flame.
Yeah, you cast it successfully.
Seems to be okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna like stop you guys from doing what you wanted to do, but I'm sitting here like, any magical item, guys, any, and you pick like the most valuable one. I was like,
We suggested Dream Court and you gasped.
yeah.
Because we would have
I mean,
lost
We
it.
gave you. We gave.
be fair-
we gave the out to get
was gonna say,
Hazard going, and
be
you were like,
fair,
no.
To be fair, yeah, that
Yeah.
would have like you would have done the work for me now, and having to do that part of it. But I was still just like, oh dang, okay, like I hope they know. Hope they realize.
No,
what's
it would
gonna
have made
happen.
literally. It would have made no sense though to give up a dream cord when our whole point of all this is to get a dream cord.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hope the dog has been in frame a couple times as she's walked around.
It has. I
Dumb
think
little
so.
pug.
Okay, so I guess we're just like looking around.
My dog's
to
been
see
passed
if
out on the
we found
couch.
anything.
Are there more clues from like any other scrolls you guys picked up?
Is
Where is it?
Charlie
Well,
doing
the-
his fly around?
Oh, definitely. And before looking around too, the last one with the soil like had a little bit of like a riddle on it to figure out. What does the sand one say?
What lies beneath is for those who can withstand the fall.
What does that?
You
All
say?
right, so specifically when he's looking up, he's gonna see like if there's any like outlines of structures or anything else to give any indication that there might be anything underneath that maybe you can't tell when you're like up close, but like from far away looking from a bird's eye view, if there's
Sure.
anything that really stands out.
Real quick, Sid, what was your role?
Oh, I
What's
was
that,
looking
18?
for puzzly things, but he's on it. Also, I gotta take the trash out before the valley guy gets here.
Okay. So as Charlie, if you fly up in the air and look down, you definitely will get like the aerial view of like you can see the full square, like what the foundation of the temple was.
Mhm.
But specifically, if you will roll me a perception check as well. Yeah, cool. Like it's not gonna take much, especially if you're going in all directions. It might be in ruins, but if you kind of like flew around like where the base was, you'd see like kind of like as it is in this picture, there totally is just like an archway kind of like behind one of the dunes that leads under this whole series of ruins.
Hey guys, I found the thing. It was in the picture.
I know the picture isn't always one-to-one, but in this case, like, yeah, the entrance is in the same place.
We'll go check it out.
Okay, so everybody goes inside. I need to copy your tokens for this one.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, don't read into that too much, but you know, do what you will, I guess. Just give me one moment.
I was thinking earlier about how cinema kind of has like a language, like a close-up means something, and like a certain types of shots mean something, and how like depending on when you switch between battle map and not, kind of it's like D&D kind of has its own language, which I find interesting. So you
Well,
can like
it's very much-
subvert expectations or not or whatever.
It's very much the video game thing too, where it's like, why did we go down a long hallway past a save point to a giant open chamber? Like battle map is like
Yeah.
that for D&D. But you head inside, and especially since this one is under the sand, there is no light bleeding into this one. So, but Braun has that scale. Charlie has the eye. Val has her dark vision. So Lancer will have to do something, or Charlie can be on his back or something. Well, whatever you want to do. But
I mean, that works out pretty well.
yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
I like Charlie being on Lancer's back.
Cool. So you walk inside the temple.
Okay, now we got a piece of sand. What lies beneath is for those who can withstand the fall. Charlie's gonna look up and see how high up can one fall from into that sand.
Well, you're inside. So
yeah, how high are the ceilings?
So the ceiling is let me check on that for you. The ceiling
Can't be that high because it was just a bunch of sand above.
Right. Yeah. The ceiling
Unless we went way deep in.
No, you didn't. You didn't go particularly deep in. It is. I'd say it's about 10, 15 feet high.
Oh, that's all? Okay. Charlie's gonna fly up to the top, and he's gonna let go of his wings and just fall down onto the sand.
Charlie, as soon as you land, you realize immediately that is indeed quicksand, as Sydney has just typed. And Charlie,
I will survive!
Charlie, you are going to get sucked beneath that quicksand. You are going to fall into a lower chamber. However, I need you to roll a con save, please.
Okay.
Val, can you send to him, see if he's okay?
Oh yeah, I could totally send to him. I haven't used any.
Might even be able to whisper. I don't know how far away we are from each other.
I just shriek, actually.
Yeah, can I just yell? Like,
Charlie!
A 20. Okay, so Charlie, as the sand, because like it is going to be painful as you are sinking through that quicksand. Like if you are most likely going to be yelling out in pain, if that makes any difference to the party here.
Oh shoot! I thought I was just supposed to survive the fall.
So as you go through, you're going to take half of this in bludgeoning damage. So 5 bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh, it's probably not enough to make him scream. He'd be like, "Ow, kind of. I don't like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere."
God.
And Charlie, you land.
Anakin.
You land in a chamber that is, it was about 10 or 15 feet to the ceiling above, and it's about the same now. You probably would have taken fall damage if not for the fact that you're kind of slowly dropping out of this sand as opposed to falling really quickly to the floor, you know?
Okay.
So you land in a new chamber.
I could
Okay, so can I shout up to them, or do we need to do some magic?
You mean if you want to go
I try shouting up to them.
Okay, give me a hearing check for those of you up top.
Okay.
Perception?
Yeah, perception, but if you have anything specific for hearing. Sid, you get some, like, from below, but you can't make out anything distinctly.
Can I detect whether or not he sounds frantic, or is it just kind of warbled sound?
What were you yelling up at them, Richard?
I'm just yelling, "Hey! I'm in a lower chamber down below!"
So it's kind of an informative, declarative tone.
So you probably just hear,
Yeah, it's not like or anything like that.
You guys, I think he's mostly fine, and I also think that maybe I can dimension lore down there.
Huh.
Maybe? But also, I don't know if that negates the little riddle thing. Like, what if it's like, you magic down here, prepare to die, and like, you know?
I mean, I can go down there after him.
I mean, if you want to, or I can send to him and ask him if he wants to complete the puzzle. If there is one down there.
Who has the scroll?
Oh, I have all the scrolls, I guess.
Here, if you want to give me the
You didn't
scroll,
keep
I
the
can
scrolls
go
in the
down
gauntlet, dude.
Oh, okay.
How about
That's
this?
like if you just kept all the scrolls tucked in the gauntlet.
Right.
there. Oh no.
How about this? Lancer, you go through the sand. And then Val and I will catch up with you.
Okay. Do you want to give me the scroll?
Hmm. Yeah, do you have a pocket or something?
Oh, I mean, yeah. How do you think I carry all the things that I don't wear on me?
I don't know. You look naked most
What
of
do
the time,
you
to be
not
honest.
wear on?
What are you talking about? This is traditional centaur garb.
It's like a loincloth.
That shot
Like
definitely,
covering
as he
your
is
nipples.
declaring that, is definitely a low angle shot, like looking out from like under your horse balls. It's just
All I'm saying
traditional,
is
and they're
you're
just like
basically
they're like hanging in the shot like that or something.
all I'm saying is you're basically naked, and it takes me forever to get sand out of this armor. So why don't you go through that way, and we'll take the dimension door.
You're just gonna take the scroll.
I don't think I can take him in. Actually, you're considered medium, aren't you?
Yes,
Yes.
That's so weird.
I know.
That's so weird.
He's gonna jump through the sand.
Okay, and I need a con check from you as well.
Oh, a con save or check?
Save, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yay!
Okay. You're gonna take half of this.
Damn.
Ouch.
7 bludgeoning. It's getting in my butt.
That's not where the sand goes.
That is specifically butt bludgeoning
It
damage.
does get everywhere.
And then Lancer, you whoops, you grow enormous. There we go.
I am
You get
large.
You break into another dimension. You land in another chamber, and Charlie is wherever he is in that chamber, but you land in the same one.
Now there's 2 of these. I walk around. Is it just the 2?
You
Just
only
the
yes,
2,
you
huh?
only see 2.
Oh God.
Well, Lance. Well, Lancer. What do you think? Do we both go in them, or do we get other people to come down so that way 2 of us could go in each? Because otherwise, we're going to be a really split party, and pretty sure that's not good.
I mean, one of them's probably a trap, right?
What if I tried to go down, but I just I could cast fly to make my wings like extra flappy, and just not necessarily hit the ground when I go.
How much sand did it feel like we were going through? Like how many feet of sand?
Yeah.
I would say, well, you were completely submerged in it. It wasn't like, oh, my feet feel free as I'm going through. Like you feel completely submerged, and then you're coming through it again. So you're probably like 8 to 9 feet.
Okay.
If I were to look up at the ceiling, is there like floating sand above us? Like if I cast fly on myself and like dashed through the sand, would there be like an athletics check I could do to like push through the sand to get a level back up?
There would be if that's what you wanted to do. As you look up, it looks like somehow it's like perfectly packed sand, just like flush with the ceiling.
All right. Well, without casting a spell, Charlie's just gonna try to fly up and see if he can get back up to the floor above.
Okay. Yeah, roll me an athletics check.
Okay. He's really good at this, guys. It's only a -2.
Oh God. Wait, Charlie, what are you doing? Oh.
16 is not bad.
Okay. So Charlie, you notice the quicksand from the top is like, it'll just drag you right down. This one, because you're hitting it from the bottom, it does this doesn't feel like hitting quicksand. This feels like when you hit like sand, right? It's like the flat pushing back at you like on the beach, right? But you do hit it hard enough. You hit it hard enough to break through. But you find yourself now basically you pop out of the same sand that you were in, but you're now just in the quicksand, like with your head kind of sticking out the top, like ready to sink back through again.
I could use a raft. If I could just find something to make a raft out of.
And if you are falling back through, you will need to make another con save because you are going back through.
Oh no.
Does anybody throw me anything? Or
He's going up?
I'm trying to go back up just to like figure out the mechanics of this place.
Like, so we wouldn't
So
see you until you were clearing up on top of
Yeah.
it.
Well, he's not
Right,
getting
eventually he would
completely
just
through. You're kind of getting like upper body through, but you're not going to be able to like completely escape the grasp of it.
Okay, like, well, once I see his flailing small little.
Guys, this is really hard. It's really hard to get back
Yeah,
up.
I'll
Help!
reach out to try and
Help!
help.
Okay, give me an athletics for you then, Sid. If you're reaching in to pull him out.
I definitely would have like tried doing this closer to an edge.
Yeah. It's close enough that she could reach out and try to help you. It's a 3. Well, fortunately,
So-
it
If
wasn't
it
a.
was a save, it would have been a negative one.
If it was a 1, if you'd have not won that, you'd be in the sand too. But it's not. With a 3, you're not going to be able to get him out though.
Bron, let me hold on to your lance.
It's a glaive. Penny's gonna hold out the not sharp end for him to hold
Yep.
on to.
Aren't they both
Give me
sharp?
another.
No, it's just
No.
like a
Yeah, but those are less sharp.
One,
Those are
well,
smaller.
one is specifically a pommel. And,
Oh, okay.
roll me an athletics yourself, Ryan.
I hope I get higher than 3.
Bron, you're like of the 3 people in this area, you're the only one with any strength, I think.
Yeah, you.
Yeah!
You pop him. You pop him right out of there.
Okay, so Lance is down there, right? But then there's there's this sand thing, but there's like 2 more sand things. And also when the sand goes down, it kind of hurts. Like it's not too bad, but it's not comfortable. And I got sand all up my butt now. So that's a thing. Anyways, it splits into 2 again. I could try keep on going down and going up and trying to find the right one, but I don't know how many layers this goes. And as you could see, I can't really I need your I can't get up there myself. I need some help getting back up if I'm trying to go back up after scouting. So that's as much as I know. But I think we should have. If you all want to go down, maybe you should do that, because I'm worried about splitting the party too much. We're already down 1 member.
Yeah, I hope Lancer's not too scared right now.
Oh, I was thinking about Hazard, but yeah.
Cut to Lancer's like,
No,
Wait, Charlie,
Lancer's
have
fine.
light.
He's just right. He got some sand up his butt too.
Lancer standing in the dark. just Lancer's blinking eyes.
oh,
Charlie!
And he probably got more sand up his butt because he's not even wearing pants.
So, Val, about that dimension door down there.
Yeah, if we don't think it's gonna do anything hinky pinky with all of this nonsense, then yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so. I mean, there's definitely something magical about this sand, though. Because the sand just, magically stops a few feet down. But, I don't know. I haven't seen any inscriptions or runes being like, ooh, you are cursed if whatever.
Okay.
We could try it. It seems like right now we're in a rule establishing phase anyway. That's why I climbed back up here. Just to see if I could.
Well, did you want to jump down there? Are you going to scatter down there? Or am I gonna take one of you and come back?
I can only scatter to where I can see, unfortunately.
Oh.
We could just jump down there, though. It's not that bad, although, I don't know, it could be worse.
I mean, I'm a big wimp and I have very little hit points, so I think I'm going to use the dimension door. Whichever one of you wants to begin with is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to do the dimension door with you. It's just straight down.
How far straight
All
down?
right.
'Cause I could just go 500 feet down, you know?
It was what, just another 15 feet down or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 15 feet down.
Yeah, okay, we will do
Sure, we potentially are inviting the wrath of a curse or something, but hopefully
yeah,
not.
That's fine. We'll do a 12-footer and maybe drop down that extra 2 just to give a little leeway. You know, a little bit of wiggle room.
That
All right,
sound good,
take Charlie,
you,
I'll
Braun?
go through the sandway.
If you're sure, I can come back up and get you.
That's fine.
I mean, I've wasted stones for
Braun's just like, what
that.
might as well happen.
I've scryed on actual cats before that had no relevancy to anything just because I was concerned about the cat.
I should have. Yeah, but that still helps you determine some other stuff.
But I
Call me
didn't know
crazy,
that
but
was gonna
something
happen
about
every time.
going into a sandy ruin, I feel like we might encounter something down here, so might as well keep your strength.
Ryan, do you still have detect magic up?
I have it for, I think, 30 minutes.
Okay, then I would say it's still
the
up.
sand would be magical in some way because something's holding it.
I was about to say I should have asked earlier, but you will ping the sand as magical.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie still immediately dive bombed it, but you would be pinging the sand as magical.
Charlie's already gone through it twice. I haven't gone through it any times. So why don't you?
I've gone through it both ways.
Okay.
There was some
and-
unbirth going on.
And Ryan, it would be. I need to see what kind of magic this would be considered.
I
Enchantment.
think it's transmutation.
I was I was thinking more of enchantment, honestly. Although I know enchantment's supposed to
sand?
be. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like for the mind,
That's not
but
true.
I feel like. Well, what I was saying is like I feel like primarily it's used for the mind, but like I feel like enchantment is I'm gonna take a thing and no, I'm not changing the thing. I'm just making it affect you differently. You know what I mean? It's like that discussion of like Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. Does he make ice or does he make magic?
Mm.
You know? So I would say, yeah, I what did we just say? And I would say it's enchantment. Like this was just quicksand that they did something to like, you know, keep it suspended, as Charlie said.
That's exactly what transmutation is. Just so you know.
Oh, is it? I thought transmutation
Yeah.
was turn a thing into another thing.
I thought so too.
You can shape stuff as well. Like I'm pretty sure
Oh, okay,
shape
yeah.
water, shape
It does say physical
all that's
properties.
transmutation.
You're right. Okay. And in that case, it
Yeah.
would be transmutation.
I'll hop into the sand.
Okay. Roll me that con save as you fall on through.
There it is.
Wow, you do not save. So you're going to take 13 bludgeoning, and it is magical because it is enchanted sand.
Ouch.
Lancer in the dark, you just hear armor crash next to you.
Bronze at you.
What gave it away?
Yeah, you know. The clank.
Do we hear the clank through that? You just hear clank. Ow!
I'm gonna say you definitely hear that clank, just for the comedy of it.
What?
And value dimension dooring down.
Yeah.
All right.
Now in my head, Braun, when he's walking, just makes the sound that Steiner does in Final Fantasy IX.
The like clank 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 clank. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere he goes. Man. So Val, with your like 12-foot estimate, you're fine. You're not gonna get shunted doing that.
Okay.
I find that's such a fun word to me. Shunt. Something. It's a good quality to that word. Anyways.
You shouldn't be here.
So yeah, now you're all down here in this other room with 2 pits of sand.
Well, I can try going down and flying up again. How do we want to do this?
It kind of hurts to go through them, though.
It does. It does, but I mean, I'm a pretty tough guy.
I mean, I can also fly, so if I need to, I can get back up through one of them.
Oh, and you're a lot stronger. You'd probably be a lot better at fighting your way back up through the sand than me. I got really lucky the last time.
All right, wait here. I'm gonna go through the right one.
Okay. Roll me another con save. Okay, you're gonna take half of this. So just keep rolling max, almost max on Lancer.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Lancer takes 8 bludgeoning.
Wear some pants, dude. It's going right up that butt.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I need you to
impacted.
roll it at disadvantage because you're naked. I'm just
No.
kidding.
I refuse.
Lancer, you land in a new chamber.
I wonder if Lancer could be loud enough. It's like, it's fine.
And also, are you lighting up a torch when you get down there?
Yeah, I think at this point,
I was gonna say you sent out the guy who doesn't have any light source. So Lancer,
I'm
you light
going
it
to-
up and you go, oh, okay, now there's 4 pits.
I'm going to cast message and see if I've got enough range to cast message to speak to him.
Yeah, you're pointing like straight down from where the sand pit was, basically.
Yeah, I think I've got a decent idea. Assuming that it's about the
Message is like
same
120
as what this
feet,
room is.
so I would give that to you.
Okay. Hey, what's the situation there? Do you is it just like here? Is it 2 more sand pits?
There are 4 pits.
Oh my god.
Actually, wait a second. I'm gonna see if I can try something. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap, and it says that creates a thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Do they hear it?
They would hear that, yes.
Ooh, okay.
What happened? What happened?
So if you hear that noise,
we're
it means
dead.
it's safe to come down.
Okay. Look at the ceiling above you. Do you see, like, do both of these go to the same area, or do you think this is a new? Do you think we still need to explore both of these?
Yeah. Do I see 2 sand pits?
You see one.
Nope, just one. I don't know what's in the other sand pit, but might be a trap.
Do we have any clues? Because the amount of things we have to check now is like, we already have 5 more that we have to pick already. This could take hours and hours. How are we gonna figure out which ones to check?
I can check the other one.
Val, did you just jump down the other one?
I absolutely did.
Okay. Sid, I need you to roll me that con check, please.
Guess what? I have +0. Bing, bang, boom. Oh.
Okay,
nice.
well, you do save. But you have
The
a
only
pretty good.
problem is you're taking 50 million points of damage.
Well, so you had a good estimate of how much sand the other group was falling through. And so as you fall, it's like, wait a minute, this is way more sand than they fell through. In fact, it feels like I'm falling through twice as much sand as they fell through. So you're going to take half of this. So that is 13 bludgeoning damage to you. And go to the top right of the page, Val, as you land in another chamber.
Oh, fuck this!
Charlie's just gonna be like, "What's going on? What's going on?" He's gonna message her. What's happening, Val? Do you want me? Do you want us to jump down?
Absolutely
Good music choice,
not.
Ryan.
Double the amount of sand. Big ouch. Also, now there's freaking 8 sand pits.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna roll a d8. I'm gonna pick that one. That's it.
You're
Wait,
just gonna
we're-
start going down.
We're 2 split up. We need to get back together somehow.
Yeah, dimension door back up to us.
Are you sure?
Oh gosh, he's gone.
Cause I'm already labeling them 1 through 8.
Oh my god, you did it! All right, hold on, I'm going too.
No.
Charlie's
Charlie, you
jumping
just
down.
jumped Okay.
Yep.
Hazard meanwhile is just standing where he's standing. Like, what's going on? Charlie, roll me another con.
Wait, did you jump down the double one?
Yeah, Charlie did.
I did.
Oh,
I'm going
no.
after her because she's going down further and further.
Charlie, you
I
do
would
save.
wait, so he's coming.
Charlie, you save, but again, it feels like it feels like twice the sand as you went through before. So you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning as you drop down.
That was lucky.
Oh, hey, buddy.
That was very lucky.
Hey, homie. What do you do down here?
Oh my god, there's so many.
There is.
Val, what are we
literally
gonna
someone-
do?
I don't know. I feel like we should go back up.
We should either go back up or we get Lance to come on. We just all go down the same one. It says something about surviving the fall.
I feel
And-
like we just have to keep going down. I don't feel like there's.
Yeah,
like,
but if we're gonna do that, maybe
anything
we just go down the
down the.
less painful one. Maybe we're like, if we're lucky, we get down like less painful.
I don't know. I'm really feeling pit number 6. I don't know why.
Meanwhile, Lancer's
Or
just
we
like,
can go back up.
hello? Because didn't tell him.
Either way,
If I
we need to
scream really
send
loud.
to. I don't think we can message. I'll try to message Lancer and see if I hear back.
If I scream super
I get the
loud,
idea that we're like
can
we
Lancer
should be
hear it?
parallel to each other somewhere.
Hypothetically, yeah.
You
So
went further down. You went through two
Yeah.
of them, remember?
Yeah. Charlie, in fact, as you look up and you start
no,
scanning...
we're on the same level. We're at. Oh well, we went through a little more sand, maybe.
You went through twice as much sand.
You went through twice as much sand as Lancer did.
So we're
Does that
close.
mean we're a whole floor down, or just mean like we're like 5 feet lower?
Yeah, who knows? But I will
Well,
say
how much
this,
sand did it feel like we were? Did it feel like we were going through a story of sand?
It
Or
felt
did
like
it
you
feel like
went
we're
through-
going through like a few feet of sand?
it felt like you went through double the sand.
How about
Okay,
the
but
uninitiated?
how much
much
sand did it feel like the first time? Was
Oh,
it like
I thought
5
you said
feet, or did I feel like 20 feet of
Okay,
sand?
okay. To answer it the way you like me to answer it, then it feels like you fell a full story of sand.
Okay, that's very different than what I imagined before. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
And Charlie, if you're gonna look up and try to, if I don't know if you're looking up or looking to the side to message Lancer, if you look up, and I imagine you would anyway because of falling through, you will actually see, you will see that there are 4 pits above you in the along the ceiling.
Okay, so maybe Lance, maybe there's a
Maybe
way
drop
Lance
down
could
from
catch
one
up
of
with us
those.
depending on what he.
But we also have to get
I think
blocked.
I think no matter what, we just gotta go through. Why don't I'm gonna message straight up to
Lancer's
Braun.
just jumping
At
through.
least I know where
Yep.
Braun is.
Okay,
Braun,
Charlie.
I
Sorry, you send your message first.
Braun, I think all these are connected in some way. I think it's just a matter of luck. We don't have to explore all of them. I think it's just a matter of luck of how much damage we're taking. So why don't you jump down the one that that Lanza did that seemed like it was the same as the first one, and we'll just keep on going down, and let's just keep on going down. We're spending way too much time on this.
So wait, you're saying go with Lancer and split the party?
I think we'll all end up in the same spot eventually.
I think we're going to I think so. I think he's right. You can't hear me, but I am definitely talking to Charlie.
All right, before
I
I
am
go,
backseat messaging.
I want to find. Is there anything in this room?
It is entirely empty save for the sand pits and whatever you have on your person.
So there's no clue as to anything. It's all just luck of which one we go down.
Is there any way
yeah,
I
basically.
could secure with like a loose stone or something like that? Basically, some rope, where I tie it and then tie a weight to one side of the rope, throw it into the quicksand. That goes through. So now I have a rope to climb back up through the quicksand if I choose to come back up that way.
You could anchor it depending on what you are carrying with you. I don't think there's anything in the room you would have to like.
I have a climber's kit.
If you have pythons, you could like drive it in and do something like that.
So yeah, what I'll do is I'll put a titan right there, and then I'll throw the rope right in there.
Okay. So there's a lot of jumps happening here all at once. So I'm gonna go top down. So Braun, you're gonna jump through number 3, and roll me your con save, please. Sorry, number 3 is for my reference, but okay.
15.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to save, and so you're gonna take 14 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
You fall through and land in a room with 4 pits. However, when you land, Lancer has also jumped, so you don't see Lancer when you land. Lancer, if you could also roll me your con save, please.
Okay.
Okay, and that is a save, so you're going to take
Lancer
half
went
of it.
through one of the 4?
He just
Yeah.
decided to jump. So Lancer, you take 5 bludgeoning, but when you land, you don't see Valor Charlie because they decided to jump into number 6. And so I
Wait,
need the
hold-
2 of them. to please roll
I
me.
thought we were trying to catch up with each other. When did it
Oh, are you-
suddenly
are
be
you-
that
are
we're
you
all jumping
waiting
at the
then?
same time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going
that
for
was the whole
6,
point.
because I said
Okay.
6 and then I rolled 6. So that's
Okay,
where I'm
I thought
heading next.
okay, that's where you're headed. I thought it was like we're jumping right now.
No, we're trying
Okay,
to
you're
get
just-
every.
Okay. So in
trying
that
to get
case-
Braun caught up to Lancer, and then
Well,
the others.
there's
caught
no
up to-
communication between Lancer and Braun, so I'm still going to say when Braun goes in, Lancer has left. Lancer is going to land beside Val and Charlie, but Braun is going to drop into an otherwise empty room.
Oh, hey, good. Hey, Lancer. Oh, good. Okay, so you're in one. Let's message
How did you
Braun.
get
Which
here?
one did you go through? We went through a different way, but we could get Braun with us so that everybody's together again. We just need to know which one you went through, and then we can. I guess at this point, you went through. Okay, you went up through there. So if I point up that way, then I'll get to Braun, and then we get Braun to come down the same one you did, and then we're all together.
Yeah, like the bottom left of the room.
Braun, bottom left. Come on down there, and then we're all united again.
But also,
The one
yeah,
that still has
definitely
the
jumping
centaur
to pit number
impression.
6.
The one that still has a big dent resembling Lancer's butt.
Oh, I see it. Just like massive. How do you think he thunderclaps? All right.
Lancer's
The roll-
actually secretly a Pixar mom.
Tony, if you'll see, I lit up a torch and I put it on the ground there.
I did see that, yes.
So there's some light in this room now, at least.
Cool. And
Yeah,
you're going to
that
drop
one's-
through the same one?
Yep.
All right, yeah, roll me another con as you go through.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're going to take all of this. Just
Okay, I'll take
5. Okay, and everybody is now reunited on the basement
Six.
level
Yay.
3 is basically
We're
where
going
you are
through-
now.
We're going through number 6. We got a really good feeling about 6.
Okay, we should all go together though.
Hold on.
I agree.
Oh wait. Oh
You
wait.
got something, Braun?
Before you
I like to
go,
imagine Val had like 1 foot up. She was like, wait.
who's going first?
I should
Before
probably go
we all-
first.
Oh. I
Before
think
we all
so.
go, I have some rope. I'm going to tie it around you. You're going to jump through. And if you're okay, you're going to tug twice.
Or you just
And
make
if
the
you're
big
not
clap.
okay. Yes,
There's a
but we
big-
can pull you back this way.
The Tarrasque below just goes, and then winks at the camera like a Looney Tunes.
What if I just
Okay, how long is your rope? Because one of the things we went down, it was like
like 2
2
stories?
stories
and
full of sand.
I think we get
whatever
50
stories
feet.
are.
A rope?
Well, let's
50 or
try
30.
it.
I think it depends on the kind of rope you have.
50 is the normal.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
50
I
feet.
thought it was
Try it.
a different length if you had like the hempen rope or something.
Nope.
So I already have it going from one floor down. So that's like 10, 15 feet. So then I have another at least
Are you just going
35
to drag
feet.
the same rope?
No, I cut it off there so that it's
Okay.
one level up. And then I'm going to attach another one. So then we can use it for any of the 4 ones on this side.
Okay,
Well, I'll go down and I hold the rope and he's going to jump into 6.
Okay, roll me another con save, por favor.
One of these is going to end up failing. Did that one? There it
It's
is.
that one. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
okay. So, well, okay, with a crit fail, I'm gonna say, yeah, it can't take the weight of your centaur body, and that whole rope just goes under with you.
Oh.
Well, so much for that plan.
And Lancer, you are gonna take this full bludgeoning damage. But you do, if you go to the left side there, you do see what you see there upon landing.
Oh, okay.
But you do take this full, just 5 bludgeoning.
He's fine.
Yep.
Nope, that's
But you-
not what I wanted to do to his health.
Whoop.
Pointing straight down, Charlie's gonna message him. How you doing there, buddy? The
He's
rope, it kind of broke. No, it says you noticed.
thunderclap.
Okay. Okay, I got the thunderclap, so I can hear you. How you doing?
10
What do you
damage to the
see?
sand.
Oh, it's good.
I'm going
E-
in.
Everything's good down there?
Yes.
All right, guys, let's go in.
Oh, Lancer has the scroll, doesn't he? He's also gonna stick the scroll in the thing since he's.
Do you
already here.
immediately stick it in?
No, he's gonna wait for everybody in there, but he's like ready for it.
Okay. It would technically make a difference. That's why I asked, just so I am narrating the right thing. So the rest of the three, please roll me your final saves. Oh, Charlie, you got a 13. My bad. I didn't see that. Okay, so Sid, 17 bludgeoning to Val.
Oof.
Charlie, 6 bludgeoning. Braun, 4 bludgeoning, because you saved.
I don't know why I find this so funny, but you took the 6 with them.
Do what?
Oh.
You took the 6 with them.
Oh, that's funny.
Who is that?
And on the GM layer, I have all these things labeled for myself too, by the way. So you started just drawing over top of my numbers, and I was like, wait, hold on. I need to keep these straight for me.
Tony, can you paint us a picture of what we're looking at? There's like a ladder for some reason. There's 2 different shades of flooring. What's going on in here?
So the first thing you probably notice is another one of those devil dog statues. And if you're to survey the room, you would see that 7 of the 8 holes are positioned above you on this ledge here, but one of them is positioned above this like much deeper pit that's like 30 feet deeper from where you're currently standing. So had you chosen the wrong one, you would have also had not only the sand bludgeoning, but also a lot of fall damages. You would have also been falling like 3 stories into a pit.
Okay.
And that is all you would be able to surmise just from looking around at this moment.
Alright, well, I guess the only thing we got in here is this thing. I'd put the scroll in.
Slots it in.
Okay. So you put the scroll in, and now the whole place just kind of starts shaking and rumbling. And this, Braun, are you going into the pit, or are you just standing there?
I didn't mean to stand in there. I was
Okay.
moving around.
So basically, here's what's going to happen. As this place is shaking, all of the sand that you saw on the previous floors is all just going to empty out and land in this pit. So now if you look up, you're just looking at, basically Swiss cheese scaffolding all the way back up to the entrance as all the sand that you pass through is, like I said, just kind of going to fill this pit totally up. More so than that one scribble. And, obviously that's... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that's obviously going to kick up a lot of, sand as well. So, by the time you clear it all, if you look back at the statue, you will again see in its mouth, instead of the scroll, is another one of the rods.
Alright, let's take it. Lancey, you said that you can fly, so I can cast fly on Braun and Val, and I've got my wings, so I think all of us can just fly on out of here.
Okay.
If you cast it at a higher level, can't you do multiple targets?
I can twin spell, so I can just do it on 2 people.
Okay.
Good old sorcerer.
I mean, I could cast it on Lancer and Braun if you wanted to avoid a spell slot Lancer, and then someone could just be on your back, but Charlie doesn't need it to fly because he's got his wings now, so...
Nope, it's not a spell slot thing. It's my...
Yeah. Ironically,
Dragon
Team
thing.
Backpack can both fly without spells.
Actually, I could just take one of them on my back if you don't want to waste your spells.
Okay, then I'll just cast fly on one of them. And then save some sorcery points.
Okay.
Oh,
Who do you
so
want?
I was going to say, who gets to ride Lancer this time? Braun or Val?
Not it.
Don't you already have fly active too? Yeah, you just need to do one. Yeah.
Hey, totally delighted to read.
Oh, I never cast fly. I brought it up as an option.
I thought you cast fly when you
Say again,
went
Val?
back up through the thing.
No, I said that I would try without fly first and just rolled athletics. I would have cast fly to push through if I needed to, but apparently I didn't need to. Alright.
Oh, I was just saying how lovely it was to fly with Lancer when I'm not getting targeted by a terrain.
Well, Val, how about you hop up on Lancer then? And Braun, since you don't seem to want to ride on Lancer, then I'll cast fly on you.
Sounds fine to me.
Husky.
Braun's first
Help
time
me up.
flying.
Oh,
That'll be interesting.
I can show
just
you.
spread your wings and soar.
So you all just sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Braun's gonna do that thing where when he had the climb speed and haste, and he's just gonna like climb up the wall, like just walk up the wall into the hole, walk up, get his rope back.
Braun, that's very unnecessary to look that creepy, Braun.
I feel
very
much more comfortable
unnecessary.
doing this.
All right, so the
Alrighty.
four of you do walk back up and out, and not much time has passed, so it's probably just it's still like afternoon time. So you're presently right down here at Temple of the Sands. So from here, if you were to go to Temple Shade, obviously you're gonna have to go around. Take you basically the rest of the half of the day to get there in the evening. Is that where you wish to head next?
I think that's.
So we can make it there by the evening. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would say you could. We'll take 5 in just a second here. So you're riding your horses. Is there any discussion about the events so far that you all wish to have, RP wise? I don't want to just rush ahead if there's things that you feel you want to say.
I think Lancer is going to ask one question to the rest of the group.
So, do you all know, like, the opposition we're gonna fight in hell? Is there something like guarding your son, or are we just looking for him in all of hell?
Oh no, you're
His
confused.
son's in the.
He's in the Never side. We're going to hell to get the thing to let us go to the Never side.
Right. Does
But
anyone know where that
technically we
thing
could go,
is
like-
in hell?
The Dream Cord in hell? I think we had an idea of where we'd be entering hell, and then where the thing was, and like there's various islands that we got to go through to get there. I think.
Val did read a book about hell, so she knows. Did I?
I know these.
You
structures,
posted
I
a
don't
thing
know
at some
where it
point.
is.
I put it on Facebook. Yeah, I didn't put it on here. But basically, you're gonna be when you take the temple, you're gonna be on like the outermost island because hell's like this series of islands, and like. So just things that were pointed out was like the guy Asmodeus who rules all of hell is in, of course, like the innermost island, which is going to take some time to get to. And then the other like one sort of connection you had was you've been to the Temple of Glacia, and Glacia herself lives in this city called Daughter, which is kind of like the halfway point between where you would enter and where Asmodeus is. That's kind of basically all the knowledge that Val would have of it.
Well, we can check in this Daughter place with Glacia first, but if I were to bet some gold, I would say it's likely with whoever's in charge. It seems like people of power like to collect these things. Is my guess.
And then when you steal them, they like to take them back.
So, do you think we're gonna have to fight these devils or demons or whatever's down there?
I think there's a good possibility that once we go down in hell, there's gonna be all sorts of opposition.
To be honest, I don't know many people that have, or anyone that's gone there, so it's real new
It seems-
territory.
Given how much we fought in Heaven's side, I can only imagine how much we'd have to fight in Hell's side.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless there's like a bunch of good birds flying around kidnapping devils. That'd be nice.
Who knows? Hell could surprise us. Maybe it's a really cleaned up joint.
We get there,
Maybe
and it's,
we
like,
get that. It's like, oh,
amazing.
this is really nice.
You just go. It's just all rock stars having a big concert the whole time.
It's just nothing but drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
It's bards and rogues as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
Braun's worst nightmare.
Get me out of here! This is hell. You're like, yeah!
So as you're riding, the sun starts to go down. It starts to get evening as you get closer and closer to Temple Shade. And sort of as you kind of crest over the last hill and you start to see it, you see someone standing in the desert. And they're kind of like training this like big old bird. They're sending it out and it's landing back on their arm. That sort of thing.
Like while we're just chilling and resting, he's just
As
training off.
as you're approaching
side.
the city, you see that this person would be between you and the actual city.
Okay.
I'll approach.
I guess. Yeah, this seems like a Braun thing.
Hail and well met. Do I recognize this person?
Roll me perception. You don't recognize the person, but based on maybe a little bit of resemblance and what you do know about this town, you can make a pretty good guess that this is the youngest of the Red brothers, who would be June.
Is that a red brother I spy? June?
The big bird like lands on his arm. He looks over. You know, the wind like catches his like beautiful hair. It's kind of, you know, his dreads are just kind of flowing. His knotted dreads kind of flowing in the wind. Just, do I know you?
You may not know me, but I know your brothers. August and March. March, right?
I see. Yes, correct. They're all named after months. Ah, yeah. The boring ones. Well, you've come to the right place if you want to, you know, hang out with the cool March brother, just saying. And then the little bird on his arm will be like, let out just a pretty strong, like, kind of sound. He looks at it. That's right, Skadu. Anyway, yes, June Red, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure. My name is Braun Hamstrung. This is my traveling party. Valson, Charlie, and Lancer. We're going about looking at temples in the area, but probably needed somewhere to stay before we go out in the morning. Would you happen to be able to recommend any place to us?
Well, if you're looking for temples, you can't go wrong with Temple Shade, considering it's built in the shade of one of these temples that I assume you're looking for. Why don't you follow me into town and we can talk shop?
That'd be great.
And he will lead you in as we fade down for our little break here. And we'll pick right back up as you arrive in town. So BRB stream will take 5 or whatever.
Have fun looking at this bird.
Oh, the harpy owl or whatever it's called.
Harpy
Beautiful.
Eagle. That's what I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. But it really does look like a person in a costume. It's really upsetting.
Yeah, it's massive.
Oh.
All right, we'll
All
be
right,
right
well, I'm
back.
going to get...
Yeah.
Yep.
We're back.
Okay, we're back in. June is accompanying you all back to town, and one point of order as well with this. You know that one of his exes was one of the evil wizards. One of his exes was Anazira. In case
He
that's
had an
something you
evil
want to bring up,
ex.
he did.
Are we
So in
Scott
case that's
Pilgrim?
something you want to bring up as you're heading to town, you certainly can. So, exploring temples. That's what brings you to town, you said?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
got one more to go to.
Is it the one here?
Oh,
The one by
no,
the
it's a
sea.
smaller temple.
No,
Yeah.
so you have two to go to then. If
Yes.
we're being technical. Yeah, I once dated a girl who was into the whole temple thing, and then she got a little too wild for even me.
Really, what was her name?
Sorry, it's
Her name, Anazira Flea, if you must know.
Oh,
sorry. It's been like 5 minutes of walking. Can you remind us why we're going to this temple again? You're taking us here because
Well, you said you were here for temples, and I could at least show you this one. The current girlfriend could let you check it out for sure. She's the mayor around these parts.
I think before we go to this
Okay.
temple, we need to find the other outer temple. We've done something similar like this before and went to the wrong temple at the wrong time.
I see. So you wish to go to the one you said by the sea. So the one, what is that, southeast of here? And he'll look at his world map while he ponders it.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you have a way to cross the water down there.
Are there any ships or anything of that nature?
Well, there is, I believe, a nomad camp down there at the moment. I imagine they may have something for you.
All right. Well, if not, we can always make a canoe.
okay then.
I suppose.
Well, hold on. Are we walking around the perimeter here to get to the other temple? I thought we were just like crossing the water in some way, but I guess we're not doing that. We're walking around
Well,
this
right-
little
right
channel
now-
or bay or whatever.
Right now, it's getting toward evening time, so I think you were also looking for a place to rest for the night.
Yeah, there's Temple of Descendants, and then there's Temple Shade. I figured we'd get to Temple Shade and call it there, and then head out the next day.
Okay,
And
got
you,
it. Just trying to picture.
yeah.
Just trying to picture where we're going. Okay.
Yep. So he's taking you in town now because he's talking about sleeping arrangements and all that stuff. Yes. Well, there's a nomad camp down there who may be able to help you out in crossing it. If they're nomads, they're used to moving all around, you know.
No matter what.
Damn it.
Good
What's your deal? What's your
Good.
deal?
one, Hamstrung. Anyways, and he'll walk through like the town gate. Welcome to Temple Shade. And as you walk in, you'll see it's kind of a medium-sized settlement. It's not a city, it's not a little town, but it's kind of somewhere in between. Kind of off on a hill to the north, sort of overlooking the town, is one of those big old temples, which would be the Temple of Descendants, you would assume. And within the town, it's a lot of like tower-like architecture. Like it is, they kind of built the town, sort of modeled it after the tower they saw. So it's a lot of like grays like this, and sort of your blue roofs, that sort of stuff here in town.
What's the temperature like? Is it like hot as balls?
No, it's
Well, I guess getting dark, it would start to get pretty cold.
Well, like I said, it's more of a prairie type desert around this part, so it never gets like blisteringly hot, but it's probably like in the daytime you're probably looking at like 80s. And as the sun goes down now, it's definitely cooling off. We're probably getting into like high 60s right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is the place. So you do not need to go to the Descendants right away, correct?
I don't know. What do you guys think? We could go now. We could check it out just to be sure.
I mean, I don't see what it would hurt. But
you need
also I have
access?
Yeah, I mean,
things to do in the
if we're just
day.
gonna kind of rest for the day anyway, yeah, just I don't want to linger on too much because we gotta save his boy.
Oh, there's someone in danger, I see.
It's a long story, but yeah, I recently found out that someone is counting on us to get to them as soon as possible, and these temples might be a way to help us get there faster.
I know that feeling. I feel like my niece has always taken after me in a lot of ways, so I understand. Trying to be a role model, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, how's that going?
Well, she's currently hanging out with that nomad tribe, so take that for what you will, I suppose. I guess it's her group, not necessarily she's hanging with them. Whatever, you'll run into them tomorrow if that's where you're headed. Anyways, if you want to go to the temple, like I said, my lady's the boss around here. I can make that happen, yeah?
Yeah, let's head on up.
Great. I will just need to pop in, see if she's home, but don't worry, our place is just around the corner. And he'll lead you inside his own home.
Oh, cozy.
Yeah, it's a cozy little place. It'll just be, Lydia, got some visitors. And someone will come down one of the hallways who the picture may not be familiar necessarily. But
Is it
this
Edward,
is...
Mama?
No, this is the last of the Pawtooth tournament participants that you have yet to run into, actually. Never got to fight Braun. She lost in the first round, but she was also there for the tournament. Lydia Clifton is her name. And so she's going to come in and just, yeah, come in, June. She'll walk in. What can I do? Oh, Mr. What was it? Ham something.
No,
You were in
Sam
the-
Hawk, you got it right.
Yes, you were in the tournament, Mr. Ham Hawk. You won the whole thing, in fact.
I hawked it to pieces.
Lydia Clifton, pleased to make we didn't get a chance to battle each other there. I unfortunately was stricken down in the first round. But it's nice to see the champion around here. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. My name's actually Hamstrung. We're
Oh.
here to check out your Temple of Descendants. We might be visiting again soon, but figure we'd scope it out while we're here. We're a bit of a dungeon delving at the moment, or tower
I see.
climbing.
Well, I can certainly do a favor for the champion of the tournament. I am the boss around here, as I'm sure my boyfriend over there let you know.
You mentioned it.
Great. Well, if you're all prepared now, we can pop in really quickly. And will you be staying for dinner or for the evening or anything like that?
I mean, I feel like we wouldn't want to intrude on you fine people, but we're staying in the area for the evening, probably.
We have room enough for the four of you to stay if you wish. And I normally cook a pretty big pot of stew around this time.
It's been a time and a half since I've had some stew.
If you
Great.
insist.
Well,
I just stole one of your apples, by the way, because you're just inviting me into your home.
That's fine, I suppose. June, if you could mind the stew, and I'll take them over to the temple, and he'll wave off, and the bird will give another "rawr." And so yeah, she'll take you off to the temple. She'll walk up to
I
the.
feel like she was really upset about me taking the apple after she offered her home and her food anyway.
Yeah, I need you to make me a con and a charisma save, please, Sid.
I knew it.
So yeah, she's gonna walk you to the north edge of town, where we're an uphill to where that temple is located, up to the entrance, and just. So I will tell you, there never seemed to be anything very exciting inside of there, but you're obviously welcome to pop inside, and I'll just wait out here until you conclude your business.
I walk in.
Okay. Everybody walks in, and I'll need to copy and paste your tokens again. If you recall what the other temple looked like, you will find as you walk in that it looks kind of exactly the same at first.
Hey guys, I think we've been here before.
Getting some deja vu.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh yeah, we gotta fill you in.
But if the scrolls are all about the moon, the sun, and all of that, how does that relate to what we're doing here?
So, as a refresher for what's kind of on the ground here, because it is going to be the same symbols as you saw before. Starting up here at 12 o'clock, there is what kind of looks like a cloud. And then there is a moon, a sun, and some stars. Up here, this other thing, starting at 12 o'clock, there is what appears to be some flames. And then you have what kind of looks like an ocean wave, a bunch of dirt, and then some sand dunes.
Well, I've definitely got some sand left over from following through all that sand in my armor. Whoa, I can change my guy too. I got it from here. I'm going Titan mode.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, so what were
How
they
did
again?
you do that? Oh, look at that.
Wait, what happened? Why did you all get giant?
Da, 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 da,
I don't know. It lets us do this now.
Weird. I gotta
I am bigger than
disappear.
all of you.
I gotta disappear for one. I gotta disappear for 1 second. Have fun with your giant selves.
So anyway, now that we're doing this puzzle this time. Uh-oh, I can't get smaller. Oh god, I can't get smaller.
She keeps
Oh,
growing.
no, I'm stuck.
I guess I'll put us on the be right back thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Also, I'm
Val,
stuck
why
on
are you on
another
the other
person up in
side?
that. I got so
I
big.
got you. Val,
hey
you
guys, I'm
somehow
back.
walked through a wall.
got so
I
big she
outgrew
clipped
you
through.
all.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
told
you
the both of us, and I was just so big that
Yeah.
that everything was just like, it's fine, do what you want.
yeah, you clipped through a wall
Oh.
into the room you weren't supposed to reach yet.
Oh, I remember how we solved the other one because I was the guardian then. We read the scroll and you had to stand on the ones that corresponded to what was in the scroll.
Do
It
we
was
have
actually
a scroll for
it was
this?
actually the opposite of that.
Oh.
You're on the right track. So before you had the sun, moon, and star business, so you stood on the other 5 stones and left the 3 that you had scrolls for non-depressed.
Right. So we got to stand on everything other than sand, sea, and
Soil is the last
Soil.
one.
so. Oh, we don't have anybody to stand with us on the 5th one.
Val,
Val, you're-
call the guardian.
Oh wait,
Is it
I have his
just
voice
unseen soil?
somewhere. Hold on. I am ready. This is my calling.
Your guardian is on his way. He'll be there in 16 days.
All I have to say is I wish I had that one on my end, but I didn't pay for premium.
Should have had Amazon Prime.
Val, you need to go north actually to this one if you don't want to stand on soil. Yeah, this one's soil and north of there is fire. And then yeah, so you've got 4. You're gonna need a 5th body here.
Can we go get what's her face?
Lydia from outside.
Yes.
I'd like to
Of
go
course.
kill Lydia and have her do my bidding.
Yeah, if you pop out, she's just, oh, you need my assistance with something. Okay, and she'll follow you back inside. What is what's up?
Stand over there.
We need you to come be a blood bag.
Oh, okay. And she'll stand on the stars, I guess, and Charlie can stand on the moon one. And upon doing so, much like in the previous place, the rear wall will lift up, revealing a chamber there in the back. And Lydia will just like watch it rise up. Just what? Oh, okay. This I've never seen this before, and I've been the steward of this place for some years. Can you please explain what is happening? What? Why? Who are you? And what is this? What is going on?
Lydia, what do you think this?
I tell you what's going on. This is the exact same thing that happened last time.
What last time?
We got 2 rods we gotta put in here, but we don't have the third, so we gotta leave here and come back. This is literally what happened last time.
God, fuck.
Well, I mean, it's evening, you know. It's not like you didn't wait. Last time you wasted a day doing it.
Happened.
At least we didn't waste any in-game time.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of history repeating.
Yeah, she's okay. You know what? I'm not gonna ask any questions, because frankly, I don't care. I think this is a lot, and I've not seen this happen before. But you're still. I already made the offer for food and shelter, so that is not being rescinded. But I'm gonna need some other reassurance about this whole thing you're doing, because you've come in and you've revealed a secret chamber in my tower, and that is crazy.
So you do have questions.
Well, yes, but I don't know. I didn't think this was like a puzzle to be solved. I just thought it was some like historic site.
I mean, at this
Oh,
point,
yeah, that was the puzzle,
every
all right.
Historical site is in fact a puzzle, or like, I don't know, Doom.
You should really go around checking your historical sites. There might be
weird
puzzles all over.
I see. Listen, I'm definitely hungry now, so if you saw what you needed to see, I'm going to head back, if that's all right with all of you.
Okay.
I think we'll come with you. I think we have what we need here.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, so everybody heads back to her place for the stew, etc.
You know, it's one thing that is different this time, though. Didn't last time we saw those like elemental devil things or whatever, or were those the wizards that we took care of?
No, you did see some
can't
devils
remember.
last time. You did.
Yeah, there was some
And you-
devils last time. So far, I've not seen them this time.
Yeah. You saw them in person, and then you've seen them on a couple murals since, but you've not actually run into them.
Okay.
What were the devils trying to do? Were they
Okay.
trying to break in?
They are. So you're not sure what they were doing at that specific temple, but you do know, I believe, at this point, that they are servants of Levistus, who is like one of the really big time fiends in Hellside, who was imprisoned in ice.
Hmm.
And that bit is, at least the Levistus part, is actually normal 5e lore that I did not mess with. The whole, like, you know, that Tomb of Levistus spell? It's literally, like, just representing him, like, encased
that's
in ice.
interesting.
Yeah, he's literally,
Yeah,
like, a
interesting.
devil encased in ice, yeah.
Oh.
A really cool, like, lore reason for that spell. I like it a lot. Or that incantation, rather. Okay, so yeah, you come back. Did you want like a fade down, fade up to explain more of the situation to them, or are you gonna leave it as is?
Yeah, I unless anyone really wants to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you go back and you have your meal, and it's time, you know, to get your long rest in, unless there's anything you want in the meantime.
Yes, I want to message my boyfriend.
Okay.
And all I'm going to say is like, hey, just so you know, Hazard knows that you're out and he's coming to get you. Don't kill him, please.
Oh, I know he knows. And we're having a showdown, baby. Me, him, the priest, the dragon, that panda thing. It's gonna be a real fist fight.
Another 3rd level spell. Hey, but I, like, you know, he's kind of like a brother to me. So maybe not murder him particularly. And I can send you some drugs if that like makes it worth your while or something. I don't know.
He spits again and then just, save the drugs. Maybe we'll do them together someday. I can be closer than a brother if you catch my drift.
Oh goodness, you guys! I am going to be I'm going to start my own empire, and we're gonna be like rival mafiosos.
And that is why you lost the badge.
You don't know why? What? No. Come on! I got the like. I have.
If you didn't-
Why everyone knows about
for
drugs.
hell.
If you didn't lose it for that, you would have lost it for considering allowing a 6-year-old to smoke weed last week.
I wanted
It's
him to have
true.
choice. He had choices. And he was like a responsible young man and he did the right thing. Sort of. But I kind of took it away from him technically.
No, I think you presented it as like, what if we did this instead? And so Charlie's still able to choose. Like, he felt like he had a choice based off of how Val phrased it.
I'm pretty sure you still have both hits of that stuff anyway in your
I
inventory.
have everything. I have all of the Calm Leaf and I have all of the Stardust. I have not touched either of them.
You have the coke and the weed.
Thankfully,
Oh my
stuffed
God.
away. And I'm going to start my own empire of things. Not necessarily drugs.
Next time Charlie casts haste on Valison, she's just gonna do 2 handfuls of drugs. in one.
Val sees the future.
You know, it's interesting. You know, the Calm Leaf doesn't stack, but I never said you couldn't do both. So potentially, if you hit both, like if you smoked, you'd have to take 10 minutes to smoke all the Calm Leaf and then take the hit of the Stardust. You would technically boost all of your stats.
I am
Just
God.
This is my
Just like
This is my final form.
Oh, I miss Phyllis. Yeah, no, that's all. You know, I just want to make sure
Oh,
that it
God damn
doesn't
it.
kill Hazard. I would like to launch another one at Hazard and just be like, hey, you know, I don't think he's going to try to kill you, but maybe stay super safe. Okay, we miss you.
Miss you too. I've got my full team. Justice will be served.
Damn it, Tier. Damn it. That's all.
Ryan, I know
That
you
is my final
initially.
form.
I know you initially sent the. I know you sent the wall of text by accident, but it's honestly still funny when it's nobody. Valison, wall of text. It's still funny.
It still works.
Did I ever mention like the one time I swear I saw the real life version of the SpongeBob chocolate thing? Like I was walking once and I'm like, wow, that's a really old woman to be pushing that wheelchair. And then I saw the person in the wheelchair and I was like, how are either of you walking around? It was literally it was seriously the real life spine from that SpongeBob episode. Like
Yikes.
it was something else, let me tell you.
Chocolate.
Okay, so any other things people wanted to do this evening before you set out for your next destination?
You guys, do we want to scry on anybody?
Maybe we should check on Hazard. See how he's doing.
Should we?
I
Yeah, I mean, in character, I think Charlie probably would want to do that.
I messaged him and he said he was gonna go like, you know, go like they have like a big like arch nemesis, a big fight going down with like all of his compatriots and whatnot, you know. So that's going to happen. I don't know if it's happening right now.
It's nighttime, right? He's probably preparing for it.
Yeah, let's scope him out and hope to God that this isn't what breaks the fucking eye.
Wait,
Oh,
what is this?
Dying.
apparently the answer's just dying over here.
Oh, pff. I didn't realize that would actually show up on the. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I would like to scry on the Hazard and/or Tier who has the awesome last name that I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know I like it.
I don't remember it either.
It's no.
It's long, whatever it was.
It's not long, but it's definitely got a sound to it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to find something here. Try to find a good
You
image.
could just paint us a picture with like.
I know, but I
Theater
have
of
an
mind.
actual like pre-existing thing that you've been to that would work for this,
Okay.
and I just want to double check it. I still have it. I have so many things where you guys have been
written
at this
Hazard's
point.
name once in this entire document. Don't you fucking lie to me.
Okay. I'm gonna show you guys this screen because of the last time you were here, and it's gonna be great. But then I'll show you what you're actually seeing. Okay. So you do the scrying, and I will say Hazard fails just for sake of checking in on him. What did Ryan share? What is this? Oh, okay. So do you remember? And actually, Artem, you were also here for this. Remember how there's like a couple like junctions of the worm train, right? Like there's a couple like stations where it splits. So if I go back to the big map, right? Like there's a couple places where it splits. Like there's this southern split here, the eastern split, etc. Right? All those. So you guys have been to the eastern split once before, and at the time it was unfinished. It was almost like you were kind of like descending into like an unopened subway tunnel, right? Like all the track was laid and everything, but nothing was open. Nobody was down there because this was before the trains had started running properly. So now when you look, it looks like a subway tunnel, but or I should say it's almost more like a train, like a real train station, right? Where like there's people there waiting. There are like stores where you can buy food, things like that, right? There's clear like exchange tracks for the worm trains, all that sort of stuff. But the last time you were here, this is what it looked like.
It looked like a dwarf.
Just with one of the brothers hanging out. I just got a kick out of that because that's how long it's been since you guys. This was the first dwarf you met. That's how long it's been. But so it's this cool, just like descending, stair kind of thing. And like I said, there's people milling about. There are stores. There's places for food. And there's an unmasked Hazard just kind of walking through and just kind of scoping out the scene, maybe like not casting, but like kind of churning a little bit of magic in his hand. Just very clearly, you can tell he's like observing, like keeping an eye out for things.
Unmasked Hazard. I'm concerned about him.
No, he's a total cutie pie, though. Look at him.
Anyone else find it funny that he wore a mask around people he hung out with all the time? As soon as he leaves, he takes it off.
Yeah.
And Val's imagination is slowly going to creep in. As a buff.
This doesn't seem like this is part of the.
That
This
his
doesn't-
father is going to. Well, he's going to look like his daddy. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He has a good lot of resemblance to his mom. They got the same kind of, look going on there. That looks like really good lineage, despite being two completely different pictures and art styles. So anyway, that's
can't see the cross eye.
The eye.
So you see him, kind of doing that, like kind of walking about, looking around in this crowd. That's what you're going to see for basically the whole 10 minutes.
If Spitter is going to kill him, he's going to turn out to be my arch nemesis, and then as the new mafia don of the area, I'm gonna have to whack him. Like, take him out. Like, like... It's a shame. It's a shame.
How did he get free?
So guess what? The bathroom did not have any anti-magic stuff in it, so he probably did some hinky-pinky shit in there.
Oh
Wait, how
my
do you know
God.
that?
Oh, I totally talked to him one day. He was like probably pooping or something. But I was like,
There it
hey,
is.
How are
Yeah,
you?
he's probably
And-
puking.
I was like, hey, how are you? And he's like, hey, there's no anti-magic field in the bathroom. And I was like,
Or maybe he was even lying about that. Maybe he had already escaped by that point.
Maybe he already did. I don't know the guy. we just kind of have a weird little like repartee going on, and I'm kind of really enjoying it.
If he did escape through the bathroom, that means he probably Shawshanked his way out.
He might have Shawshanked his way out, like straight through the puber. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Wait, Valison, why
Okay.
didn't you tell anyone he escaped?
All right. Poop and Valison's voice creeps me out. Pooper sounds funny.
I thought it was kind of nifty cool that my arch nemesis might be free to fight another day. Because we totally like slammed him last time.
I
That's
if
why you lost the
he
badge.
He could kill Hazard.
He said he probably won't, though.
Guys, Hazard's a big boy. If he left without telling us, he must have his reasons.
Speaking of regretful
I-
decisions, you want to roll for that scrying eye now?
Yeah, I do. 1d6.
This is
Here we
where
go.
it breaks.
Oh,
I can't believe that thing has gone the whole campaign.
With me running it?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah, so, we should maybe check on him in like another day or something.
oh!
It would have been me.
The first time, Braun's like, yeah, let me try that thing. And that's when the magic 8-ball just cracks in his hand.
You
Um,
broke it!
I'm not touching it. Not with my luck today.
All right, so in that case, excuse me. In that case, yeah, you see him like apparently surveying the scene there. Anything else people wanted to do before their long rest kicks in?
No, I won't message any more people. Maybe I can message Hazard's dad and maybe want him, be like, hey, watch out for your son. Or maybe not. Hey, Braun, do you want me to like message your wifey and be like, hey, we'll miss you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I see.
No. Never. Never
I
do
said
that.
that.
Oh, we should. What, if you got the slots, why don't we check on Visk, because apparently he got the go ahead from Indiana Gnomes to go do the
Oh,
thing. So
yeah.
can we make sure he's doing the thing?
4th level spell slot. Here we go. Hello, Fist. Did you get the what the fuck? What is the council?
Sorry.
To approve your
I was testing a
shenanigans
filter.
to
I
save the
forgot it
world?
was on. I'm sorry, I talked over you.
Did the council approve your ability to go save the world? Also, hey, how are you? Oh my god, you guys, he's ignoring me.
Sorry, say again. I was.
Can
I
he hear
just
us?
asked if the council approved Fisk's ability to technically help save the world.
You can speak for Visk, Tony, because I have no idea what's going on with him.
Oh yeah. Visk has gotten the approval to take some of his dragons up and basically ransack and destroy that mansion, tear it down,
Cool.
and take care of that other gate.
Yeah,
But-
that.
But are you also okay? That was tacked onto the message. I was like, also, are you okay?
We're gonna wreck some shit. I got my brother enlisted doing it. That's one thing he's good for.
There's a little bit of background noise in his message. His brother's just like, destruction!
Let's do it.
Let's bring the whole place down, little brother. Let's do it.
I just wanted
I'm
to
off
say-
the meds again. This is the real me.
And I've hit my head literally every time you've met me.
Wonderful. That's my boy. He's gonna do it to go destroy some shit, you guys. How
Those-
wonderful.
This
two
hits him
are
in the head to
control.
shut him up. Get out of my 8 sending.
That's number 6 or so. I lost count.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you forgot how to count that high is what happened.
He's literally had head trauma every episode he's been in.
He's also
He's
been
got an
up
intelligence
by
score of
by his
3.
brother.
Yeah, there's still the whole
lower-
roof incident that we still don't have the the definitive story on.
3 intelligence is lower than sapiens.
Yep.
Jesus.
Anyway, that's me.
Okay. Anything else? Excuse me.
I
that
lied. I
people-
want to.
I just
do one
posted a
of
little
the
thing in the
Lancer's
chat.
children.
Oh yeah, Charlie calling out for his buddy Hazard.
Yeah.
Somewhere Hazard sings back. Somewhere out there.
Okay, so he doesn't have the mask anymore, but he's still doing the voice.
Sid, what'd you say you were doing?
Oh, I was jokingly saying that I was gonna also send to Lancer's kids and pretend to be like a demon under their bed or something.
Yo, that's messed up because they had the Dream Night dreams.
But they're
They
also
did.
fearless.
That's why I'm not gonna do it.
I feel like you
Elsie-
get shit talk back though.
Where Lancer's wife walks and she's just like, "Why'd you stab a bunch of swords through your bed?"
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. So nothing else?
No.
Okay. Well, the next evening rolls around. They'll give you a little bit of stew to go if you wish, and then if you want to head off for where apparently this nomad camp is, now's the time.
Let's do it.
Okay. And you apparently just have horses now because there's no record that you took them, so you just have some horses.
We have 2.
Yep. And Charlie can ride on Lancer.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it's only going to take a couple of hours to get down to where this camp apparently is. So as you ride down, June's not here. He just disappears. So you're riding down, and it does start to get a little more, desert-like and sandy as you get closer to the actual shoreline. But if you all could roll me a perception check, sort of as you get toward the end of your ride. Okay. Everybody goes, look over there, and Val, everybody pulls up binoculars, and Val pulls hers up, like, it's like the fat end to her eyes instead. She's like, look over to where? So everybody but Val notices, sort of in the distance, there is, sort of like a big tent, by the water on the sand. And you're kind of coming from it from the rear, so you don't see this like front part, but that's what you see up ahead of you.
Do we see boats around them?
You don't.
Hmm.
Should
I
we,
guess we'll approach carefully.
Have a
Yeah.
boat?
Okay. And as you approach carefully, you see some individuals who look familiar inside of the tent.
Oh, hey.
well,
you
well,
guys.
well. That's where you've been hiding all this time.
And they kind of walk out, and over here will look up at you. Oh, it's Liffidus and Hamstrung and company, and different company from the last time we saw you all. What are y'all doing in our neck of the desert?
This is Lancer. He's recently joined us for this neck of the journey. We're trying to get over to that island over there. Could use a boat. Need to get into that temple. Think you could give us a hand?
Or that flying carpet you're on.
And, it's funny. We've got just the thing. Madge looks down at her flying carpet and is just like, no. But Zunel over here will hop down and walk over. Need to get across the water, huh? Hey, whatever happened to that real handsome one with the long lizard tail? He doesn't travel with you all anymore?
Oh no, he's busy. He's gotta destroy some property.
I can totally get him. You heard the details. I can exchange numbers and whatnot, so you guys can talk to each other if that's what your thing is.
Destroying property, that's pretty cool. Well, tell you what, next time you see him, you tell him I'm always down to destroy some property, okay?
That's what she said.
Falson, please don't tell him that.
I might have to tell him that because that's hilarious.
Anyways, you all want to travel across the water, I've got just the thing for you. She goes back in the tent, and she's going to come back with something Charlie has actually mentioned a few times during this episode, a little foldable raft.
Oh, hey, I've heard of these
She's
things.
gonna hand it over. Yeah, so you gotta sort of inflate it a little bit, but it unravels and should see all of you. And she looks at Lancer. Mostly, might get a little crowded with you in
Okay.
there, big boy.
Do we have to like return it or anything? Or are you just giving this to us, or are we paying for it? What's the deal here?
I mean, we've kind of been doing the whole traveling lifestyle at the moment, you know. It'd be nice if we could get it back, just in case we got to crosswater ourselves, you know.
Okay, well, I guess we'll bring it right back then.
I mean, yeah, if you're going back the way you came, then just drop it off on the way.
We appreciate it.
Okay. Hey guys,
Cool.
we're totally just gonna teleport back to that other temple, and so we'll have the boat with us. Let's go.
Agreed.
And before you go, hey, well, before you guys go, if anyone's just looking to, hang out and pass the time, we can have some fun here on the way back if you wish. And she's gonna indicate a little pouch next to her.
There's 2 cops here. One's a guard. What are you doing?
I don't think we're under your jurisdiction, either one of you. And besides, and she looks over at Val, I got a feeling at least one of you's down to party.
Maybe if there's time.
How
We
do
need to
you-
go.
How do you know that?
I've literally
She
never
said-
partied once.
She said nothing about drugs. All she said was she looks like she's down to party.
That's
I've
what that
never partied
means.
in my life.
That's what that means.
Well,
Unless there's a
no, it
pinata
doesn't.
back there.
No. It means do you want to partake? It doesn't mean you have them on your person.
Lancer's just gonna look at Val and be like, I knew it!
Wow, just because she's a drow, you think she's down the party? Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'd hope so if she was a cool one.
Oh, I feel like we're in an after-school special right now.
I don't
Right.
need to prove myself to any of you, thank you very much. Good day.
The one on the magic carpet's like, yeah, just return the raft when you got it. When you're done with your business, please.
I feel like
Anna will
pulling an
wave Sorry.
pulling an Abed. You have offended the elf mating. She no longer wants to do any business with you.
Good episode.
Pretty good Abed, too. Okay, so if you want to pop on your raft, you can absolutely just float across that little channel over to that other island. Won't take terribly long to do. And when you get there, of course, you'll walk to the next temple. And this one, the ones on the western side of the continent were all uniform. These all look very different. So this time as you approach, it's like, and this is kind of what you guys would look like for scale. You go up some stairs, and it's these 3 just kind of massive, carved swords embedded in the ground. And sort of where these 2 people are standing would be like actually at the top of the hill, a set of stairs that descend down into the actual hill.
Okay,
Like
can we
into
all
the
agree
earth.
that this one is objectively the coolest?
Oh, totally. The coolest out of the
This
temples. Yeah,
This one looks super cool.
super cool. I agree.
This
Does
is
this
the
a
Temple of the
Pinterest
Sea,
sign?
correct?
Yeah, pretty much everything is from Pinterest.
A good one.
Yeah,
Temple
it's
of
really
the
good.
Sea. Do you think that these 3 swords somehow are a metaphor for the trident?
No, I think they're just
No.
swords.
Oh,
Charlie
okay.
Charlie thinks that, and the Ron Howard narrator voice is like, Charlie made an interesting point. The narrator will remember that. But for real though, Richard, keep that in the back of your mind.
Okay.
So, do you all just head right in and start descending, or do you take a moment to observe? Like, what's the move?
I'll
So
go
we,
ahead.
we go over there, and in the center there's a thing to go down.
Yeah, so
and
kind of where these people are standing is like a tighter, narrow staircase with a much steeper grade that just goes right down into the earth, like down into the hill.
is it like a circular staircase, or just like going straight in?
No, it's pretty tight and straight in. That's what she
Okay.
said.
All right, guys, pretty tight and straight in. If anybody wants to cast grease,
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I think I broke City. She's gone.
I'm fine. Damn it. That was a weird. I tuned in, and that. Yep. Solid. Good joke.
All right.
I was viewing it too innocently because it was Charlie.
Yeah, that's a mistake right there.
Yeah.
I think Charlie makes more
live in that
sexual
gutter,
innuendo
man.
jokes than anybody.
I live in that gutter.
You have to remember that
okay,
Richard was
so
the one who
you,
found the sex D&D book.
No, I didn't find it. You posted it.
No, I posted a link of all the books. You zeroed in on the sex book.
That's
There
the like,
was
the,
like
like
30 of them.
There was like 8 books. It wasn't like
No, it was like an encyclopedia. And you were like,
was not that
boing,
bad. Anyway.
boing, boing, hello.
It
That
was
was
a
the-
lot.
that's
One
the one
of
that
these things
explains.
is not like the others, and also it's.
It's got the best feat in the 3.5, the limber feat.
Nope.
Feeling limber.
What's Limber do?
I think it gave you advantage
So
on
like
dex or
within
something.
24 hours
I
after
might
having
know
sex, you have a bonus to your dex or something.
Yes.
It would be pretty OP in D&D 5e, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other? You could do dual wielding and then take monkey grip, and so you're just flinging around 2 great swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a Dark Souls character.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
man.
a lot of ways to abuse 3.5.
Vow of Poverty.
Oh,
What does that do?
everything.
You give up all items, but in exchange, you could just be as powerful as if you had a bunch of magic items.
You get
Yeah.
saves, and you get damage bonuses, and you get AC.
Dang.
Yeah.
3.5 was
Just get all
wild,
the
man.
things.
We did that like Zelda one, and that's my only 3.5.
That's not true. You guys
I
played
experienced
3.5 for Fallout.
Oh, that's true. That was basically
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Pretty much 3.5. It was 3.5 modern, but yeah.
Oh well, I
Yeah.
googled Vow of Poverty, but forgot to include D&D, so I just got taken to like a Catholic website.
Oh. So we go down, and what's down here?
Yeah. So I'll for a reason that you'll see in a moment here. I can't reveal the slide just yet, but basically you go down, and so you come down these stairs, and it feels like you're descending for a decent amount of time, but then you find yourselves in basically this enormous, what seems to be a dead end hallway. With it's a rather long hallway, and the arches that kind of are holding this hallway up are like, I think I wrote an exact figure, are very, very large, very tall. They are where is it about 50 feet tall, these archways at their peak. So it is a massive hallway, and you feel quite dwarfed by it. And that's what you see when you come down. It's also, of course, very dark, since you're under the earth.
Yeah, I gotta have the eye to light things
Sure.
up a bit. All right, well, I guess we just keep on walking till we find an obstacle or the thing to put the scroll in. What is the
Ritual
clue for this
cast.
scroll?
I'll have Detect Magic going.
Okay.
What is the scroll for
It just says convince.
this one say? Okay.
It's true. That's what it says.
Okay. So if you're just walking with Detect Magic up, Braun,
Mhm.
so you all are, I guess, I imagine slowly, cautiously making your way down this hall, correct?
Yeah, Braun's probably leading the pack with his.
Yeah.
He'll be using his Dreamcatcher,
Mhm.
that Charlie enchanted as like kind of a
Mhm.
radar to like show what pings.
Yeah. So you, as you're walking, nothing pings for most of the walk until you feel like you've reached, because, yeah, nothing's gonna, I guess only Val could see that it's potentially dead end, because she's the only one with dark vision presently. So as you come toward what, like, is almost the dead end, like, there's only a couple more arches to go, suddenly, Braun, you are gonna get a ping, and it's going to be just on the other side of one of the arches, right? Like, if they're lining the sides, and I should say that the sides of them do kind of protrude from the walls a little bit, like someone could potentially hide behind one of them. You do get a ping, and you get a ping of transmutation. and it is hovering off the ground by probably about 30, 40 feet on the other side of one of the archways.
On the other side, so there's something in the other room that we can't see from our perspective currently.
Correct.
There's something magical in there. I don't know what it is. And what is it, do I think?
Its transmutation is what's lighting up. And I guess you get the outline of it, right? With detect
Yep.
magic. It is the same outline as the like devil dog statue. However, most of them were kind of upright on the ground. This one it's rotated almost a full 180 upside down, and like I said, it's like 30, 40 feet in the air. Actually, it's probably close to the full 50 feet in the air.
Oh, well, I don't think it's in my range, but we'll
Yeah.
Oh,
hang it
well
when we walk
then
in.
it has to be in the 30, I guess, doesn't it? So it's like at the very top of your bubble.
I guess when we walk in, I'll look up and try and see what it is.
Okay. If you just walk in and do that, here's what you see. You walk in and you turn, and a very slender, large thing is going to just around the side of the archway.
Oh, cool. Great. I love this.
Yep. And for scale, you all
so
are
if you're-
probably like, let's see. That
Oh.
tall? Did you scroll up, Artem?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that little red line that's probably okay. Looks like Sid's giving me a drawing. Yeah. So this thing
Okay,
slinks. Go ahead.
So it's there, but then the statue is on the ceiling?
So as it turns, Braun, you will see the what you're pinging. It's sort of behind it, like almost attached to its back, and it's gonna and as it turns toward you, that's gonna turn with it, as if the statue is on its back in some way. And as it turns, these sort of, they're not really runes because I don't want you to like think they have anything to do with it, but like the archways are going to kind of light up and sort of brighten the place so that you all get a full view of this thing. And it's just going it's going to turn and just kind of stare down at you all.
Okay, so it says convince me. I guess I shout up at it. Hey! We're trying to do a thing. Can you please help us out? We will make sure it's worth your while. What do you want?
So this thing's gonna squat down so it can get kind of more toward your level, but it's gonna do that kind of squat where like it like squats down in such a way that like its knees like kind of come up to its shoulders. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like a really like creepy like crab squatting kind of thing.
I'm gonna fly straight up so I can meet it face to face.
Oh, you're gonna fly up to it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it kneels down, that's great. It meets me halfway.
Yeah. It's gonna meet you about halfway in that case. It's going to stare, and I wish I had Artem's robot voice presently, but I'm gonna use this thing instead for now. And it's just gonna look. It's gonna look at Charlie, and it's gonna say,
Why have you returned?
Well, this is my first time here, but well, we are trying to get to Hellside, and well, gosh, we would just love it if you would help out with that. If there's something we could do for you, please let us know. We would love to convince you to help us with this.
Hellside is what brings me here myself, but I have already carried out my duties. For one that resembles
would you like-
with the red.
Would you like to go back to Hellside?
I have been placed here as the guardian of this temple. I cannot return. This is my duty.
Hey, so there's
How's that
another
for you?
A red guy that looked like him? Could it be that Hazard's
I'm sorry,
friend?
can you repeat what you just said, Richard?
How's that for you? He's just like, I have been summoned here for so long.
I am the guardian of this temple. This is for my purpose.
And are you happy with that?
It is my purpose.
Okay. Well, we don't want to damage it at all. We want to help you guard this place. We just want to stick a scroll in a thing. But other than that, we don't want to hurt anything. We want to leave you be.
At the mention of sticking a scroll in a thing, it's going to actually reach back, and assuming you're still pinging the magic, Ryan, you're going to see that shift because it's actually going to draw from behind it a massive sword, kind of like, what you saw above embedded in the ground. And just for scale here, those statues that you were placing the scrolls in, that is the hilt of this thing's sword. Just for scale of how large this thing is.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, and I would sure appreciate it if we could just do the thing and not have you use that sword on us.
Correct, but you have already done the thing. I have used my power and given you the sea rod.
Oh, you giving this to us?
Correct.
What thing?
There was one of about your size with the red coloring.
Okay, well, thank you. Are you just gonna place that down for us then? Does it like balance if you rest it right on the hilt? Does it just balance and shoot straight up?
He is going to place it down that way with the hilt to the ground.
Is it a weeble?
Charlie's gonna look down and be like, "Hey, put the thing in the thing."
I guess we attempt to do it.
Yeah, and it fits in, but nothing happens. And this guardian is going to squat down to get closer to the rest of you now.
As I said, I have already used my power and created the sea rod. I don't know why you've come back a second time.
Oh.
Although there was only one of you last time. I apologize. I cannot distinguish smaller creatures very well.
Another red one.
Okay, so I'm confused. We had the scroll, but now do we need to give you your power back or something? What is the holdup?
The only thing I can really think about is maybe if it's one of those devils.
Yeah. That would make sense. If they're still out there somewhere.
Could you describe
Wait,
what he
since
looks
we've
like?
long rested,
They said they couldn't.
since we've long rested, have we used the scry orb?
You have not.
We can
What if we scried on that guy?
What guy?
The devil guy.
The red devil thing.
True. I was gonna say, when did the small one come through here?
Let me double check my notes here. Okay.
It was not long ago. Perhaps a month or two. Although it came alone. There was not a group such as there is now.
I would like
Okay,
to,
but even
like,
if we
insight
found
Charlie
him,
to see if
what
he's
would
a
we-
body snatcher?
What were you saying, Richard?
What would we get from him even if we found this guy though? Because we have the scroll. What's the missing piece? This guy's power?
You said he took the rod.
Oh, he already took the rod. Okay, so I guess there was another
Essentially,
scroll that would give the same rod.
Essentially, whoever came before either had a fake scroll or tricked him and got what they had transmuted into the rod instead of what should have been transmuted, which is the scroll you currently have.
Okay.
I can either
Well,
try
I
the
guess
devil or I
we-
can try on the devil.
I think let's try to scry on him.
Okay.
You okay?
Um,
Give that the go.
Okay, so you're scrolling on specifically that like red devil that you saw before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Okay.
the only red guy we know of, right?
Sure.
There's Duke, and there's that guy that likes three ways. That's about it as far as we know.
There was
I would say this-
another child dragonborn, wasn't there? That we
Yeah,
met?
she wasn't red though. I don't think.
Oh,
She
okay.
was
No,
like,
no, she was gray. I
Yeah,
will
she
also
was
say
gray.
this big thing did also say it can't really distinguish between smaller things
Small,
very well.
yeah.
So
right.
maybe you may have to like play a game of 20 questions or something here.
But you
Um,
said it was like, did this thing have wings like me?
By the way, Richard, you're getting that like weird feedbacky thing that one time you got. I think there was like a cord lying across your. Remember, like your phone was near your keyboard or something weird
Yeah.
like that.
What about now?
Yes. It's not.
Damn it.
It's not like super. I don't think it's like super distracting. I just happen to notice it. Although now that I point it out, I guess people notice it. Anyways, I'm sorry. What was the question you just asked? Oh, did it have wings? Sorry.
It did not
Did it have wings?
It
Did it have horns?
And nor did it have horns. I apologize, perhaps it was not you. But you seem to bear
Did
this
it-
role. Have I been tricked? Have my powers been used for the wrong person?
Yeah, some guy tricked you, and now your purpose has not been fulfilled the correct way. You should go seek revenge on whoever did that to you.
It's
You want
going
some
to,
help with
like-
that?
It is going to like angrily slam down the hilt, and that's gonna like make the whole place shake a little bit and be very loud.
Revenge is not my purpose. However, it seems you'll have to retrieve this rod yourselves.
Did they say where they were going?
It's gonna like squat down and be like surveying all of you.
I can recall the red coloring, but it was not winged and horned such as this one.
And it's gonna kind of like, as it scans, it's gonna like look at Val a little bit.
Perhaps it resembled this one somewhat. And the red was not the entire form, just the, what do you call it, hair on top.
So, dark-skinned with red hair?
Her dad? I thought he had white hair.
No, the one in Seatui, she had red hair. The one helping the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Can you send to her?
It's gonna like. Oh, sorry. I won't interrupt you.
Oh, I was just saying, let's try sendings before let's try the
I
scrying.
mean, we can.
Do we want to necessarily tip him off though?
Right, that's my thing. Like, how do I like? Hey, did you totally like sneak into this temple out by the ocean and like trick this otherworldly deity thing?
I don't remember her at all. Are we friendly with her?
She was friendly to Val.
She worked for the mayor of Seatui. We went and did like the first bit of like storming the Spitter's place, and then I think her and her crew went in and cleaned it up.
Okay.
It was we didn't talk much at all. It was very, very brief.
Okay, well, if she's connected to Spitter, why don't you send to her and ask about, hey, I heard Spitter got out. And, like, just go down that line. Don't even bring this part up. And see if that starts something.
That's true.
We might be able to glean something, like, try to, like, kind of go in backdoor into the conversation.
Wait, before you do, maybe ask the mayor. Can you ask if she's been out of town for a long time, up till
Like,
a month or
hey,
two
has
ago?
she been
Is she on the up and up?
recently? Or hey, have you noticed anything weird with anybody close by to you recently?
If you talk to the mayor and say that I asked him, I think he'll give you a straight answer. Remember,
Yeah. The mustachios to the mustachios. I'm surprised, personally. I'm surprised that you guys can't just like telepathically speak to each other through the mustache.
I've tried, but it seems that the walls are blocking my signal here.
Of course. Okay.
Use mustache kinesis.
I will
Mustache, can you hear me?
sending.
It's like the wave. It's like an outline of the mustache. Like. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
just
like
like-
chopping that when we're done.
Just men across the land are like,
Mr. Mayor. Have Braun wants to know if you have noticed anything.
Her name was
fishy
Vesmer.
about Ms. Vesmer lately. Should I say, like, should I call her out specifically? Do you think?
Can you throw up a picture of Vesmer just so I can
I don't
remember
think it
what
could
the heck?
hurt
I just don't
anything.
remember.
It's totally like somebody
Sure.
from like Venture Brothers or something.
It is. It's
it's Molotov cockteas.
Yeah, it's Molotov cocktails
Oh,
with slightly grayer skin to be a drow.
Okay.
But she was like the mayor's bodyguard.
Okay, I vaguely remember
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and call her out by name because I can
was-
probably push it off as something else.
I was gonna have to like a Catwoman thing with her and Hazard, but I decided not to do that. Anyways,
going to do hello, Mr. Mayor. I am asking this on behalf of Braun. Has Vesmer been acting weird lately?
wait. There we go. Now he's the monster.
Absolutely regal.
Response you get back is I wouldn't say so. She's been by my side as my bodyguard through the whole election, all of last month and most of the months. Well, I guess he would have said before, but he ran out of space there.
I wonder if she has like a twin. I can't think of any other redheaded drow.
He's gonna the Guardian's gonna be surveying you more.
Not drow, not quite like this one. Although the skin was a darker shade and not as dry, more damp, like the sea.
Like the sea. Did Ariel steal it? Ariel. One of the rogue girls. She has it.
But she has light
One of
skin,
the 3 people we just saw at the camp.
Maybe.
right? Doesn't she have lighter skin?
I mean,
They are
it makes
thieves.
like they were there and they steal things. It would make,
going to send a
although
message
they've just been
for-
camping there for like a month.
I'm gonna send.
They've
a
been
message
kind of
to
they've been
Ariel.
kind of traveling all around. I will say there is no Ariel one of those 3. There's one that's like there's Anna who's like Frog Princess. There's Madge who's like Jasmine, and then there's Zunel that's actually Rapunzel. But
Can we see
But
their
similar
pictures
hair.
again?
yeah. I'll just take you back to the other screen just so you can see them all.
Well, okay.
Similar hair on her. Although, like, listen, not to I don't want to meta the thing, but Ryan did say Ariel, and they are all Disney princesses.
Yeah, I was like, is Ariel one of them?
Can we minor illusion the blondish redhead?
Ooh, can we?
We can, but I mean, he keeps saying darker skin.
I don't know how literal these pictures are. I guess usually they're pretty literal.
If they were damp, did they come from the sea?
That is how he described it, like the sea.
Red hair, dark hair.
Maybe it's someone we don't know. Maybe it's a merfolk.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just gonna like sift through like the. I mean, I guess it's being too vague. Never mind.
We need to know like a dang divination wizard.
I will.
So we can just like ring them up and be like, hey!
I mean, it's a cantrip, but I will try to. Can I do that? Small light.
Charlie can minor illusion.
Chill color mark. Yeah, if you can minor illusion, just an image.
I feel like you kind of could do the you could do like the character creator thing where you're just sliding through the combinations of minor illusion things until you get what it looks like.
Yeah, like an FBI sketch artist. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so dark hair, like...
I will say if you want to kind of do that method, as you're
Yeah, I
kinda
guess we're
sifting-
gonna... Yeah. Let's say we do that.
So as you're sifting through the possibilities, you basically end up with what is going to look like to all of you and none of you have really encountered one because they don't really come up to the mainland, but you're going to basically wind up with what looks like a red-headed Triton. And it's gonna as you're sifting through, it's gonna stop.
That is it. That is what I remember. That one. She's a small thief if she took the rod when she shouldn't have.
Okay, do any of us know, can we roll anything, know where Tritons come from? Where they're, like, generally
An
located?
empire or a kingdom over to the west.
Yeah, it's actually pretty well known because it's right on your map. They live right down here in the Kingdom of
down there,
Tides.
Just kidding.
Oh, look at that, right close to where we are, okay.
Except that it's
Well-
underwater.
Well, you do know somebody with a submarine.
Who's that? Oh, is that the goblin guy? Or not the
Frog
goblin,
guy.
near the goblin thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And he did say he specifically has been there in his submarine before. But anyways, so you get through and basically, yeah, and this guardian does confirm, like, that's it. It was some red-headed Triton.
Okay. I guess I could go teleport over to him and then teleport back. Well, no, because I need to take the submarine. But the submarine's so far away when we're so close. Well, why don't we just try sending to him? Maybe he's miraculously right next to where we are for some reason.
Hey, homie.
Oh, you want to send to the frog boy?
Yep.
Okay.
We need your super cool ship. ¿A dónde está ustedes?
And response you get back is a blip. Oh, hey, friends. Sure, we could take the tadpole out again. I'm currently docked in Leg Lake. What's your location?
Can you bring us back to the world map?
Sure.
We are taking up all these fields. Hold on.
Leg Lake, where's that?
It's so I already did the map on
okay.
it. Leg Lake's here, and it's about a 2-day voyage for him to reach you.
Oh, okay.
I don't
We would-
suppose any of us don't have any abilities to breathe underwater, or we can find like an alchemist that can give us like gills or something.
Even if we could, look how far away they are. Nothing they could give us could last that long.
We could go back to Temple Shade and wait for him there.
Did you want to message him again for the actual coordinates?
Yeah, I'll
You'll
tell
know
him
where to
where
meet.
we
I guess
are
figure
and
out where you
we're
wanna meet.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
The response you get back is, "Oh, I have wanted to revisit the Kingdom of Tides. Good news. They have things for land dwellers like us. I can meet in 2 days."
Okay, you guys, we're waiting
Okay,
for
then
a few days.
we'll see if in 2 days.
Yeah, and so if you wanted to, I mean, you can do what you want from here, but if you want to like meet him along the coast of the Nomad camp, he can take you wherever you where is it that you want to meet him specifically?
I mean, is there a reason why we?
Why don't we just tell him to meet us at the Temple of the Sea? Because like we're trying to
Yeah,
explain
okay.
where he is. Like,
That's a
Yeah,
little
he could
further
pick you
out.
up. Yeah, he could pick you up like on the edge here. And like I said, it takes about 2 days, and then to get down
And
into
then
the
we can
kingdom, you'd get
best
back.
friends.
You'd get down there in another day.
With that gatekeeper kid.
well, man, that's 2 more days that we're not getting the Bronze Kid.
I don't know of any other way.
Oh. Is
And
there
we
anything
lost
else? This is the last thing we need. We're so close.
The Guardian is staring down, watching you all discuss this. Just
I apologize.
Hey, Guardian.
I would be of more use to you. But know that if I had not already used my power to turn what I now realize is a fake scroll into the sea rod, you would have convinced me.
Well, that okay,
Best
cool.
friends. We could have
Guardian,
been
is there
best
any
Hey,
way you can...
you said. Sorry, go ahead.
Sydney went first.
Oh, I just said we could have been best friends. Because that matters.
Well, I'm still kind of on this boat here. So we got 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Hey, big guy. You say you're from Hellside?
Originally, yes, they constructed me and left me here to guard this temple. My understanding is that the Celestials did the same on the other side of the world.
Well, hear me out. What if we talk about Hellside a bit? And also, I imagine it's pretty boring and lonely being down here. Unless you're like a tourist exhibit, like people go to you regularly. Like it was easy to get down here. But like, if that's not the case,
People tend to fear me. I have that sort of presence.
that's really sad. So here's my pitch. What if we hang out for the next 2 days?
Party.
Party with the big guy, our own little friendly giant.
I would like some companionship for these 2 days. I would much appreciate that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, bring out some cards. Let's carve up. Gosh, what games can we play with some rocks or something? We'll find games.
I have never played a game before.
Oh, we gotta teach you how to play a game.
Can I say that if we ended up actually doing like a big old fucking fight scene and this little sweetheart just rolled up and was like, I'm helping my friend! And then he died!
For a second there, Charlie, I thought you were gonna be like, we could train for 2 days. And it's like, okay.
Maybe
Like you all take 100.
maybe some training, but I was thinking more playing.
Well, I'll say this. So what we're gonna wrap here. We'll pick up next time when you guys take your ride out to the Kingdom of Tides with the Tritons. So Ryan, definitely keep that aerial image in your head. Richard, you were accurate in saying the three swords reminded you of tridents because that's where you're going next. So between now and next week, since you're going to be hanging out with this thing, it won't know everything, but if there's like additional questions you want to ask about Hellside, I will answer them for you. To as much knowledge as this thing would have. And I would say since there's 2 days, if you want to say 1 day is knowledge and fun, and if you want to have a day of training, I can just calculate what would be like a fair XP of training for the day, and you guys could have that.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's totally fair because you got 2 days. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one. Not a cliffhanger, but more of just a tease of what we're gonna do next time. Before we jump out, so now that you've seen all 6 temples, any guesses as to what they're all about?
Stars, sun.
I'll give you this one. I will give this one. I thought of a hint that won't be a giveaway. Think less about the decoration, right? The sun, moon, whatever, and think more about what it is you actually did there in these 6 temples.
Oh.
Stood on things.
Convince,
Is it a Zelda
Barry.
reference?
Oh, it's is it 6 or is it 8?
There are 6 of them.
Is it the stats?
It is the 6 stats.
Oh, okay.
Yep, one temple is you fought a boss for strength, you ran from the sun for dex, you had to solve that puzzle for intelligence, you had to choose an item to give up for wisdom. This one was charisma, but I wanted a little
We
more.
made the least wise choice.
The charisma thing, I wanted a little more of a twist. I wanted one of them's got to be not so straightforward, right? So I was like, well, let's make the charisma one, that, and then obviously the sand was all con, right? Trying to sink through the quicksand. So Ryan, there you go. You get an inspiration point for that. You can keep that for yourself or hand it off to somebody. Up to you.
I already have one. So
okay, yeah. If you'd like to give one. Oh, question: does anybody not have one?
Not have what?
I don't.
An inspiration point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say
None of us do except for Braun.
okay, because Hazard had one, so I will say also there's 2. We can distribute both of those to the rest of you if you wish.
Who wants an inspiration point?
Who doesn't?
Does
Who
the
needs an
inspiration
inspiration
point?
point?
Does the inspiration point count for the d6 that's rolled for the thing, or is it only
it's
for d20s?
it's a re-roll of anything.
Okay, so it could be a re-roll of damage or anything. Okay.
Yeah, which actually
I think
Sid, don't
Val
you
should have. I
one
think
for that
Val should have
reason?
one in case. Yeah,
I thought
think
you
we
already
should
had
give
one,
Val-
Sid, because of that exact reason. Okay,
For what? Uh-uh.
in case of the eye break.
No, I ended up using it like a long time ago instead.
Okay.
I don't remember what for.
All right, so let's give her one, and Charlie doesn't roll nearly as much, so let's give one to Lancer. Like
I was thinking the
Charlie
same
does
thing.
more of
Well, we can-
save stuff.
Do you want to do a roll off? Just roll 2 20s and see who has the higher one?
Shouldn't it be who has the lower one and needs the luck more? No, I would say let's give it to Lancer. As far as strategy goes, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie
wanna
just
roll
doesn't
just to
need
see
to
out
roll
of
that
one?
often. Sure. 2 d20s.
Oh, you're rolling 2 d20? Well.
Well, it's
Wow.
a race to the bottom.
Wow.
Sure is. 8, 9.
You beat me by
Wow.
1.
Wait, I'm
That's
curious. Hold on.
insane.
Roll 2 d20s.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, no, you're rolling great.
I was like, let me get one.
Wow.
Okay, so who's
Well, it's a
getting
race to the bottom, and you win, Artem. You get the inspiration.
Fair enough. I feel validated.
All right, cool. So Ryan already had one. Artem's getting one, and then there's still hazards to distribute as well. Where's that one going? Oh, that one's going to Sid, right? In case of the eye.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, cool. And so just based off of I'll just consider them medium encounters. I'm about to sneeze. Now that I said it, I won't. Just based off medium encounters and then training, I'll give you guys. I already added it in there. 5K just between all of today and then what your training would be. So you're 11K away from level 15 now, and you will definitely hit that within the next couple episodes before we wrap up. So you think about what you want for your last level up for the campaign. Okay, so that's an episode. There are only 4 left. I think, yeah, only 4 left, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're getting there. You're getting there. So you'll next time you go to the Triton people, and you'll get your last rod, and then you'll go to hell and get your last cord, and then you'll go to the Neverside and wrap everything on up. You're getting there. You're getting there. So we'll see everybody next week. And we'll be back with a whole new campaign after this one wraps up. Andrew will be back for that one as well. So yeah, we're getting there, folks. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for playing. Thanks for checking it out. We'll be back with more next time.
Bye, stream.
See ya.